Hello, chat. How we doing? Chat. We're back with the character Murphy. It's been a long time since we've properly played Murphy. But Murphy has changed. He's no longer the same. I also realized my face cam. I know why my face cam turned off yesterday. I plugged in the wrong cable to the wrong port, which means it didn't charge. I'm gonna check if it has charge right now. I doubt it. I got no charge to it. Let me try. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I don't think so. No, it's got no juice. Yeah, I gotta let it charge for a bit. We might have it afterwards in the stream, just not right now. But anyway, what are we doing? To start today's stream, chat, we're gonna be playing John Murphy, which, if you don't know, is our first character. John Murphy is the character we started Redline. He was the OG detective, head of detective. Back in the day, became he had a whole pre-career. It is an old character I've been playing since, basically it was my first character before I did YouTube or anything when I played Redline. So that's what's happening now. We're gonna be playing Murphy. Today Murphy in 2.0 is a judge and is one of the people in charge of the judge system. So technically considered title a supreme judge within the new system that's coming up. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We have a few speeches we got to bring up to what the mayor is able to do and not do. Because there's the mayor in 2.0, in the new Redline, the mayor is a big deal. The mayor's a big deal. So there is that. So we're going to get it going, chat, all right? You guys ready? But hello, everybody. W, you good? All right, let me go over here.
All right, so back to
hello, Harry.
How you doing?
Oh my God, it's been years.
It has been years.
You're still bald.
I'm still. Actually, no. Have you noticed? I went to Turkey and got hair transplants.
Oh, I can tell you have like a soft layer.
Yeah. It's
Just throwing shit.
I think give it a couple years and we'll be right there.
I
Have
see
you
it.
have you noticed what's happened?
Where's Nate?
Yeah.
He's
He's
you're
not turned
joking.
up.
Wait, is there a reason?
He's on his way.
He's on his way.
Oh,
apparently.
okay. We still got time anyway.
5 minutes.
No
He said
worries.
it'd be 5 minutes. 5 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
it's fine. I just have to. So, I'm just gonna go talk to both parties. So, hi, my name's John Murphy. If you don't know me, I think all of you losers know me.
I think we all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
sadly.
I'm basically gonna
Pleasure of
explain
knowing
a
you.
little bit. Like every party's been told a little bit about what the mayor does, and your government does. I'm gonna give a little bit more details. There's a few details I've not given you. That I'm gonna explain openly. Notably, that you guys have control over a lot of things.
Okay, Foxy, come over.
However, like managing budgets,
Yeah.
one of the main things I'll give you guys as an example is you guys can control people's wages, like the PD and EMS.
Yeah.
You can raise them or decrease them. However, by increasing the PD wage, your daily expense rate increases.
You pay the extra, or we pay the new
You
total?
basically have a daily fee. So you have a daily fee that comes out of your account from the treasury, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That amount is varied depending on what you're doing with the government, what you're using your money on. You could raise lower train ticket prices. You could raise lower general gas prices. If you decrease gas prices, the public gas prices, this will cost you less. There's a whole reasoning behind the exporters of fuel and so on. Increasing fuel prices by public gas stations would cost you more. So there's a whole thing to manage. If PD want more money, you can. However, then you're going to be spending a lot more per day as the government.
Yeah.
$100 more on a salary, you're looking probably about 100 grand extra per day expenses.
Okay.
Like there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of managing, but the government compared to the old days, Mr. Wolfenstein, when you were mayor, there's a lot more income routes. All the open houses, as you know, they're publicly rent. All that money is the government owned. That goes into your government account.
That's good to know.
So everyone's rent's government account. You can raise lower rent. That's something you can do. However, there is a rule policy that no house is to be modified, as if not Supreme Court will handle a situation.
Oh my God, another
These are
door.
owned by the government. You hence by have keys to them. But if you start trying to take one of the houses and sell them or something, this will be an impeachment.
Yeah.
You're not. These are government owned, and hence you technically are able to access who owns history of properties and so on.
As
This
I
is something we
appreciate the
trust you
money,
not to do.
I feel like I work in Vanilla Unicorn.
What else was there? Yeah, you control a lot of prices. There's a lot of things. There's repair bills you have to manage. There is something else, which is I'm going to be mentioning. As you all know, a year ago, Bet destroyed the city again. Took everyone's money, and Mr. Wolfenstein, if I'm not mistaken, you were their accountant.
I was their accountant 6 years ago when they were a
alright,
dealership.
alright.
So times have changed.
Basically,
So
they
who was
took
the idiot who threw 5 grand?
they took a lot of stuff, and they disappeared. I don't know what happened, Mr. North, and the entire personnel,
Oh,
high
that seems
staff
like a you
personnel,
problem.
up and dipped. I did, however, work with Beth. Beth, I do admit, I was one of their representatives, but there was a lot of documents kept away from me. And when I try and argue it, I got locked up. It wasn't fun. I've been in therapy for a year. It's not
Okay,
been great.
whoever it was, you'll be able to go down to
What happened
PD
to your
and
eye as well,
collect.
Sorry?
What happened to
Oh,
your
you don't know?
eye?
Oh, yeah, you can ask that fucking loser about it.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, basically, all their assets, every single
Okay,
facility that was by
the
Bet
game's now over. Stop throwing
is
shit.
now been seized
I
by
see
the
you
courts.
throw anything, I will kick you out.
Now,
Okay, yeah.
we will work with you guys, the government, to figure out what are we doing with the Bet facilities, because a lot of them have been cleaned up of radiation. However, they're abandoned. They have functionality. We can discuss in the future.
Behind.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
They are able to do things which might benefit you. They are known to possess multiple reactors and power plants. You are going to have to import at this minute, if you are the mayor, obviously, what's called nuclear cells. These power the lights of the city. If you do not have any of these, the lights are blacked out. You're able to buy them at a certain price. This price ups and downs over time. It's a varying price depending on the import cost. However, some of these facilities might be able to make these. So it might be interesting as a future job opportunity. Obviously, this is still to keep low. I'm just going to say, listen, we're going to be discussing with whatever party wins what is happening with Bet technology. What are we doing with it? Are we destroying it? Are we going to open divisions of it into ownership, maybe? Is there plans behind it? I don't know. There's a lot of things to figure out. Notably, their moon program has been repaired. This is something that might be able to be reworked.
I remember I was one of the first men to the moon.
Yeah, their moon facilities have been repaired and are usable.
Fixed it.
It's usable. The rockets are all working.
Oh, that's good.
So that is something to be
No,
discussed.
don't worry, he's on his way.
Not now, but it is to be discussed.
I mean, yeah.
We're just going to wait for Mr. Murphy.
You
to
didn't know about this,
staying over
Wolfenstein?
there,
The
and,
Arctic has been
we'll
Bet has
probably get
expedited
started.
over to the Arctic and found a lot of things over there. There's facilities.
I did notice on the map there was a.
Yes, this was.
You'll find out, don't you worry.
This was taken over by Bet years ago, 3 years ago. Ever since, it's been abandoned facilities. Now, just are just there. Some are fully abandoned. Some have power, however, but we'll need to figure that out. That's just to and then I'll answer a few more to the civilian about DOJ. It's quite particular, and then we can talk about it more privately after if you wish.
Perfect. Yeah, I
No worries.
mean, we've had quite a few people ask about it.
Yes, the
I
DOJ is
think
quite different.
If you can make it very clear that we ourselves don't pick, the judges and stuff like that, because we've had plenty of people.
The judges is it can be a dual co-op play, if that makes sense. We can both talk about it. However, DOJ gets the last call on it.
Yeah, no, exactly. We just want to make sure that's
No worries, right?
that's made obvious.
Do you have food?
You wanna go ahead?
I need food. I'll do it if you want. Yeah, if you want to.
Perfect.
I'll just talk to them real quick. Give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was
and
going to
then
say,
I'm good.
talk to them, and then
I was waiting for
start.
Nate to show up, but they're not. He's not here yet. Is he still late?
I mean, he
Apparently,
said
his
5 minutes
flight's
ago.
coming in now.
5 minutes, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Can we just, start?
Well, I'll tell his team, and then up to them to pass the message because I can't wait forever.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Thanks, mate. All right, I'll go talk to them. Appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah, do
Thank
that.
you. All right, team. So I've received confirmation from Harry.
All right.
as well,
Hello, people.
Okay, so Judge Murphy is just.
Hello.
There's
There's
another
both
guy
parties
showing
just
support
do
to
a
us.
Party,
Bit of
and
introduction.
we will
Did
get
you really need to
started,
bump
guys.
into me?
I didn't bump
Yeah.
it. What?
You're anyway.
You bumped into me and kicked me out of my chair, Murphy. I've been literally looking for you for months.
Well,
Over a
I've been
year,
in therapy. Okay, there's been a long session.
Just see that.
Yeah,
so
come
Come here
the
to
fuck
fuck
up.
up. Shit.
Listen, I'll have to. I don't have much time. I can't. I'm gonna have to tell you guys, and then you pass the message to your representative.
We'll take care of it.
So I said, if you guys read the memo, there's a lot of power given to the government this time around. A lot of power. And there's another powerhouse that you guys do have. The government controls wages, train tickets, gas prices.
Oh.
However, for example, if you were you control the PD and the EMS wage.
Yeah.
However, if you were to increase their wage, the
I've
government
already
it would
told
cost.
you guys I love you.
Wow.
Shut up, Harry.
It costs more per day for the government. So let's say you add an extra $100 to every PD officer wage, right? That's going to cost the government an extra $100,000 a day. As an example. So and if you were to decrease the PD salary, you would cost less. There's a lot of management of the funds. The same with EMS. The same with train tickets. You can raise train tickets, lower train ticket prices. Gas prices, if you were to raise them, this would cost the government more. If you were to lower them, it would cost the government less. And I'm talking about public stations, not the managed ones.
Okay.
So there's a whole thing to adjust there. Something that we are going to be talking about. Whichever party that wins. As you all know, a year ago, Bet disappeared. Took a lot of people's money and up and dipped. With this, all their assets have been seized by the courts. So today I'm an old retired police officer. Basically, I'm now a supreme judge in the court. All their assets are owned by court. And we'll be talking with the government that will be sitting. What are we going to do with Bet's assets? Because there's a lot of assets that they possess. Reactors, power plants, a lot of different things. A lot of things that we probably need to classify and make disappear. However, the government now also has another responsibility, is managing the power, the lights. You're going to have to import nuclear cells to power the city lights up in the reactor. If this is not done, blackout. But for some of these facilities, we think are going to be able to produce these cells. So it might be interesting to finding a potential business path there for people in the future. That's pretty much it. Any questions before I go make a speech and say this all over again to everybody?
I have one question.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, you
questions.
mentioned that if we were to increase gas prices, that it would cost the city more every
Yes.
day. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Not vice versa?
No, because you're basically what you do. If you would up the gas prices of public stations, this would probably attract more business to the owned stations, right? However,
True,
by doing
true.
this move,
Yeah.
the city would pay more money.
Okay, got it.
So if you lower it, you're probably compromising these businesses of people.
Okay, it's fine.
However, the government is saving
you
money.
Got this. You got this.
Okay.
It's all
You're gonna be just on
basically how are you using the money. That's why we say very important that party have multiple people involved, because there's a treasury that really needs to be managed very carefully. So that's pretty much it. All right, you good?
Okay,
Gotcha,
beautiful.
gotcha,
All right, yeah,
gotcha.
just transmit the message over to Nate.
We'll do.
All right, up to you, Ari, whenever.
Yeah, we'll start now.
Sure. Okay, and then I go sit down over there, right?
No, just come on.
Okay.
Okay, citizens of Los Santos,
Oi, oi, oi.
welcome to our first mayoral election of 2026.
Oi, oi, oi.
Lots happened, which we will get into. However, before that, Mr. Murphy here, also known as Judge Murphy, will be discussing a new way of working for both the government, DOJ, and the PD and EMS. So, if you're all welcome, Judge Murphy to the stage. He's just going to explain what kind of power
Here
the
goes.
new mayor's
God, I
going to
don't
have.
like doing talking.
Maybe it'll influence your decision in who you're voting for.
Hello, everybody hear me? No. Okay, good to know. Hello, my name's Judge Murphy, or John Murphy. You can call me whichever. Been a long-standing citizen, been part of a PD for a long time. Over the last year, I've helped rebuild the city. Been through therapy for many reasons. And I'm now also sitting in the Supreme Judge position, as there is a few other people, and maybe more people in the future. I'm just going to explain basically the powers that the government will be having from now on, if people do not know, because it's very important, I think, that the people know what you are voting for and how much power the government has to really choose who you're going to vote for. Also, I'll be explaining a little bit about DOJ. I'll take a few short questions until Nate arrives. He is on his way, right, Harry?
Correct.
Okay, so I will take a few DOJ-related questions, potentially, when I've expressed them, when I've expressed some messages about it. And, yeah, so regards to the government manages everyone's funds. All the houses that are for rent, all the PD fines, all the EMS bills, all the taxes from restaurants. If you have been to jail, which I hope not, if you notice, when you want to check out your cash, you have to pay a fee. This fee is managed by the government as well. Another thing that is managed by the government is a lot of forms of finance. They can control the train ticket prices. They can control public gas station prices, raise it or decrease it. They can also control PD and EMS wage. Now, what I mean by this is I will explain how it works to you guys so you understand what they have to decide. The government basically has a daily fees rate, right? Depending on what they're doing, every day they're spending money. If they want to increase the PD wage, this is going to cost them a lot more money per day. If they want to decrease the PD wage, this is going to save them money. They're going to pay less. I don't know, let's say, just an example, everyone in PD wants an extra $100. Okay, that's $100,000 per day in the government. They're paying every day for that. So it's really much they have to manage how they're making money. They need to be smart about it. They need to please people on what they want, because the PD, obviously, for example, and EMS probably want more money. Well, they're going to have to think about it because there's managing the funds, up the train ticket prices or lower them, depending if they need more money. When it comes to gas stations, I know a lot of you here are maybe entrepreneurs and own your own gas station. They are able to increase the public station prices, which in return would probably increase your business if you are an entrepreneur of your own gas station. They're also able to decrease the price of gas as well. Now, obviously, if they increase the price, there is reasons that for the government, it costs more, which, you know, but in return, the gas stations are making more money, meaning the city is thriving. So it's really much they need to manage how they're using this fund. So with all that in mind, it is very important that you take in consideration all of these aspects of the government, plus those that have been emailed that you may all have read or not, of how much power they can control your rent, they can control the cars. The government is in charge of importing cars, so anything out of stock, it's up to the government to restock it. They can control prices. They can increase the car prices. They can increase your rent price. They can do a lot. So have a lot of consideration of the questions that you're going to want to ask and who you're going to want to vote for. Now, in regards to the DOJ, there's been a lot of changes. I know a lot of people are wanting to know about this. There is quite a structure change now with the DOJ. So at the very top of the food chain, there is supreme judges. There's multiple of these. These are people that oversee the DOJ and talk with judges for concerns, problems, anything that's needed, basically. You know, they're there to talk if there's problems. Below that, there is, I think it's the judges. I don't know. I don't have them in my notes on me right now. That you, regardless, to get to a judge position, you need to start as by a lawyer. The lawyers will start taking, we will start taking in lawyers, I think, when the mayor is in. The way this will work is a one-on-one interview with judges, or supreme judges in this case, because there is no judges yet. So you will be taking an interview with a supreme judge. To get your lawyer pass, we will make documents publicly available with the legislation of the city. So you can get, you know, learn about it, know it. And if you wish to become a lawyer to defend people, you can. Ask for an interview. We'll have an email that people will be able to contact for your phone to take an appointment. And then, you know, we'll talk through that. See, so you get a lawyer pass. The only thing is no felonies, of course. There is that. And then from the lawyer, you're able to become a judge. Depending on good reputation, you can ask, hey, I'd like to be a judge. We'd be able to talk about it. Same process. It's a one-on-one interview for you to get a judge. There's different ranks. You start as a junior. You get to bench trials, because that's another thing that's being introduced by the DOJ. If you are a judge, you are able to sit actively, you know, be called. There will be a contact of the DOJ available on the phone. You get called, say, hey, this guy's being arrested. He wants to stand in front of a judge. You can go bench trial. So you would go with the officer instead of being in the cells and sent off. Be able to plead your case in front of a judge. The PD presents its case. The judge then, you know, slices it, who he thinks, you know, what's going on here, what's the situation. From that, if you are right, you would be given fees and damages and let go. However, if you are wasting PD's time and the judge time, there is a charge that's going to be applied by going to bench trial. So if you choose to go to bench trial and you lose, that fine that you would originally get for your arrest will cost more. So that's pretty much all that on the DOJ. You know, it's going to be all on interview based. There's no more you go up to someone with a notebook and you fill it up and you wait for it to be approved. No, it's very much interviews, because as DOJ now, we want to really understand you, see how you're going to be fit for it. Same for a judge. We want it to be a bit more accessible to people. So there'll be a whole thing there. Documents will be made available probably next week for you to read for anyone wishing to join the DOJ system. Before we continue then, and I let both parties debate, any questions about anything? You can put your hands up if you have questions. Was I really that clear, Harry? Holy shit.
I think so.
That was first.
Oh,
Gentleman with the black suit, walk up to the stand here and you can turn your microphone on and talk. And then gentleman in the red shirt after.
So when will these actions be like imposed in the city? Like when will these? Like,
what do you mean by action? You mean the government actions?
When will it be active? Like when will all
as soon as the government is in, probably the next day. It'll probably take a week for them to understand everything, but they are immediately the day after they're in able to take actions.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
No worries, mate. Gentleman in the red shirt in the back. Is Nate here yet?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he is.
How can I help you, brother?
Yeah, hi. How will you be preventing embezzlement within government? Because you say the money all goes to the government. How are you stopping the party from just benefiting themselves with that money?
So, Supreme Court, this is important for the government. We have access to all the transactional logs of the Treasury. If there is a problem and the people plead a case, like, you know, contact the DOJ saying we think the government's corrupt, you know, we can throw an investigation. And if we do see embezzlement or corruption, there will be a court case regards to the government and a potential impeachment of the government. So Supreme Court would be overseeing the final outcome if there's a problem. We have access to all the government treasury logs, and the judges can also bring up concerns once they're in positions with the lawyers and so on.
Wait, are we doing questions?
Okay, so as long as no way that the government rules everything and no one can overpower them.
No, the Supreme Court can impeach.
Amazing.
No worries, brother. Mr. in the green jumper.
Retrieval is something you want to talk about?
Retrieval lesson, what do you mean?
Funds and things like that.
Hello? Can you guys...
Right. Yeah, I hear you. I'll talk to you after.
All right. Okay. All right, so my question is, as a new candidate, how would you respond to a future citywide strategy like the...
Brother, I'm a judge. I'm not a candidate.
Oh
my God, bro! Can everybody facepalm and yell at boo this guy? Holy shit!
Just remember, this is a guy that spelled his own name wrong.
Yikes. We're only going to take 3 more questions, by the way. So if you have a question, there's 3 more questions being taken. I'm going to let the parties after have their debate. Everybody in the Nath party, please, the People's Party, make sure to brief your mayor on what I explained to you so you guys can have a debate between both parties. I think Harry's overseeing everything. Please ask your question.
Right, as you said, there will be fines for wasting the courts and the PD's time. Will it also be something to reflect that against the lawyers? Something like, points on their
because we trust the lawyers to determine if something is justifiable to end up in court. So the way it will work, they will be walked through it. Lawyers, if they want to make a public case or like sue the PD or something, you're able to make an application for a case, and a judge will review your application, determine if it's valid or not, and then you'll be contacted through your emails on your phone, because DOJ@redline.net is the email to contact the DOJ. But this will be all addressed regards to lawyers. Sorry?
In the bench trials where the lawyers also just decide along with their client to waste the time of the court and the PD.
At the moment, no, but I think it's the same thing. I'd say, in my opinion, if you call a lawyer to a cell and you want to bring it to trial, because the bench trial can be done without a lawyer. You can ask to get bench trial if a judge is around, only if they're around. But if you ask for a lawyer and a bench trial, and then it's up to the lawyer to determine, hey, we can argue this in trial or not. And when it comes to the fine, it would be applied to the person, not the lawyer. So it's up to them to have an internal discussion with your client or the lawyer himself.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, over time, if it was a repetition, we'd probably start questioning the lawyer's capabilities as a judge. Because, as I say, the judges do oversee the lawyers. So the judges could question a lawyer capability. Okay?
Right, what was after really the accountability for the lawyers as well?
Yeah, it would probably be taken into account on like a long-term angle, where we'd start questioning their capabilities as a lawyer.
All right, thank you.
No worries, mate. Mr. with the yellow hair in the front. And then the gentleman in the back with the hoodie, I believe, with the gloves. You're after that, if you want to stand behind Mr. Yeah, it's on. Yep.
We can hear you, brother.
So are you looking at, because you mentioned... Wow. You mentioned that you were looking to, you're like are you like a judge? You said you were a judge.
I'm a supreme judge.
Okay, so you're like the dog's bollocks of judges.
Yes, there's a few of us.
Okay, so are you guys going to actually put judges in place?
Yes.
Like, is there going to be a panel of judges?
So for the start, there will only be the supreme judges and lawyers, and we're going to just watch over the lawyers, see what's going on, and then take interviews probably a few days later for judge positions, which would start as junior and bench trial judges.
All right, so you're gonna actively get judges in place.
Absolutely.
And have a panel.
There will be tweet outs. There will be tweet outs saying, "Hey, we need lawyers to come up. If you wish to become a judge, come up." We're gonna keep active with it. Yeah, absolutely. We know there was a huge problem of a lack of solicitation to get judges in the past.
That's an understatement.
It's something that we absolutely don't want to happen. So there will be actively, like, every now and then, hey, we wanna get some judges in. We need more judges, because the idea is around the clock there would be a judge available to call. Because basically he doesn't need to be in the courthouse, but the phone, as you know, there's a services app. You would see a judge callable, and you can call the judge, say, hey, we have a bench trial. Can you join us at the courturse? Yeah, he can. Because they don't receive a salary, if that makes sense. And instead, it's up to the government to pay the DOJ valid amounts per X amount of time. It's to be discussed afterwards once a party's been voted in.
Perfect. But like I said, that was my main concern. As long as there's going to be a panel of judges and everyone's
at the start, obviously, you need to understand the start might be a bit slow because the time the DOJ gets lawyers, gets everybody involved. But our end game goal is to continuously be able to hire judges.
Perfect. That's it. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Where's the man in the hoodie first? He was before, after. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, lady in the black. I can't take your question. I'll take the cowboy fella, the last question after this, and that will be it. Yeah,
right up here. Right
up there, brother. Yeah, cowboy after this. You'll be the last person to ask a question, and then we'll let the parties debate. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so referring to the increase in fines on going to trial, does the increase depend on the crime or just
Well, I never talked about increase in fine. I'm a bit confused.
Well, when you said that before we go to jail, there's a trial, and if we obviously waste people time, yeah.
It would be its own charge. Waste of court's time, basically.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It would be something titled like that. No worries, brother. Mr. Cowboy, you're next. Make sure you turn the microphone.
You hear me okay?
Yep, all good, brother.
All right, cool. I just had a question. What if somebody wanted to be like a private attorney, like open their own firm or something, didn't want to work for the DOJ?
Absolutely. So we basically, as the DOJ, will be giving out lawyer licenses, which means you can either do a public defender title, or if you wish, you can make your own term, hire lawyers, have your own standard fee that you will pay people and charge clients. This is fully up to you. You can technically create your firm. That's not a problem. As we say, lawyers and judges do not get salary. For a lawyer, your money comes from the client or the court itself, depending on the case. If it's a state trial, it could be many different things. Are you defending state? Are you defending a client? And when it comes to a judge, the money comes from the mayor and the government, if that makes sense. Like a lawyer, once you're clocked on as a lawyer, however, you don't get like your own phone number unless you put it on Twitter. The way it's going to work, for anyone wondering, is on the services app, you'll have judges and lawyers. And if there's a lawyer clocked on duty, he's able to be called easily. You'll just call it, and any lawyer could answer that phone. He can be clocked on duty as a lawyer. Obviously, he's not making income. It's afterwards of a client he makes income, so he's always going to be callable. You don't have to tweet out and is there any lawyer available? If you see services, there's a lawyer, you can call him. It'd be very easy to contact a lawyer or a judge.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
No worries, brother. With that, I'm going to let Harry continue his speech. Thank you all for your time. And remember, be careful of who you vote for. Take your time to listen what each party will say. And yeah, Harry, I'll let you finish it. I'll probably sit here.
No, I appreciate that, Mr. Murphy. Now,
I'll sit in the plant.
Citizens of Los Santos, look around you. 1 year has passed since we last had an elected official in government. May's bank accounts are empty. Mission Row is full of empty garages. Pillbox has no ambulances to send. Criminal records, all gone.
Everyone remembers everything. It's not a memory wipe.
Everyone in this great city with what happened. And this is shown with the two parties we've got. Now, to my right, I'm going to call them the establishment, also known as the W Party. Team of former mayors, experienced politicians. They promise stability. They promise a return to glory. Some of them experienced... Yeah, so some call them experienced, others remember that they have ties to corporations like BET. Which, let's remember, nearly swallowed the entire state whole. They're here, they're dressed for the job, they're ready to sign checks provided we don't ask who's funding them. Now, to my left, we have the challengers. What the fuck? One of them's a badge-carrying officer who decided to join them last minute because their own party couldn't cope before they were actually elected.
Hey, that's slander. You keep it fucking...
That is not slander.
That is full fucking slander.
I'm making points. It's okay. Listen. If you can't take the pressure, you're not stood up here. It's okay. I get it, Bucket. You waste the space. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Now.
Oh my god.
What I will say about this party is they offer a change. They offer a new way of doing things. They have a whole new view of how this city should be run. And let's be honest, the last ones didn't do that great, did they? Oh, shut the fuck up, Bucket.
I know, what the hell? Seems like it.
Now.
They definitely
Did he say something? I didn't hear him.
Yeah, that's... Listen.
I caught him from over
Listen. What we're going to do now is we are going to get the party leaders. We have Mr. Nate Jones, who promises, again, a whole new way of thinking. Maybe he is the one you want.
Okay.
You want to come forward, Nate? Come and stand
I
at your podium.
I can hear him.
Okay. It'll be interesting. Harry's lighting fire. He
Okay,
is.
Nate, do you want to introduce yourself?
I think he's trying to cause beef. Let's go stand on his
Hello, I'm Nate Jones. I would first like to say I apologize for being late. I had a bit of an emergency, but we're all good now, and yeah.
Shit,
That's
I do need to
okay.
keep this on.
And the leader of the opposition of the W Party, Mr. Harry Wolfenstein. If you want to come forward, Harry. Again, experienced ex-mayor. Is that right for the city? Who knows? He's going to come and introduce himself.
Oh my god, there's a lot
Alright,
doing.
I just want to say good afternoon to everyone out there. I have noticed you guys have got comfier seats than we do, so I am envying you all right now. So many of you already know me. I'm Harry Wolfenstein, your candidate for the W Party. Shortly, when I do my opening statements, I'll introduce you to the rest of the team, but we're looking forward to serving every one of you.
Appreciate it, Harry. So, these are your two main parties that have come forward and want to debate. Obviously, more people may put their names forward, but these two are here, right now. Let's give them some respect. I'm going to ask both parties to give an opening statement, explain a little bit. If they want any of their party members to come up and explain what their roles are, if they want to introduce anyone, they can do so. So,
I don't fucking see it.
Who wants to go first?
I'm happy to go first. So I'm going to first off introduce you to the rest of my team. So I'm going to welcome them all down. They're going to give you a brief introduction to who they are, their history, and why they've taken their roles.
I don't know who
if
I'll
you guys
vote
all
for.
come down and just quickly come and introduce yourself.
I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. I generally don't know.
So you've got Murphy the lunatic.
What? You just call me a lunatic?
You might want to,
What the fuck?
You might want to turn your microphone on.
I've been through therapy, okay?
Can't hear him. Damn. Brother, you were locked in a test tube.
Hello?
Please don't
Y'all
talk
hear
about
me
it,
now?
please.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh my god, somebody just
hello.
passed out.
Yeah, a lot of you might already know me, Harry Callahan, the previous president. Oh, you gotta listen, yeah, please.
Come on, guys, give me a little bit of respect while both parties are going to talk about
God.
their points.
Yeah. I think he's there. So
Can you unpack him up? That's it. Done.
Harry, you need to talk again. Turn your microphone on, brother. I know you're old.
God damn man, me fumbling fingers.
Oh my
yeah, I
god.
hope he's allowed to put your fate in the W party and Harry Wolfenstein because like he's got a proven track record and he was the inspiration for me to run for mayor in the first place. So he was. So I'll be vice president if he's elected, and he'll be able to reach me at any time, and I'll relay the information onto the president.
What are they all saying, bro?
It's mayors, I thought.
But thank you.
Hello, hello. So, I'm Ryan Jones. Some of you may know me whether you're on the right side or the wrong side of the law in the past. I was the commissioner of the LSPD for a couple of years. I've been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of things. I worked closely with Harry in his first time in office when I was the commissioner of the LSPD. So we have a history going back there.
Oh shit.
I just want to quickly point on mine as well. We have unfortunately lost Seth. He turned into a tablet back there on the chair. Hopefully he'll rejoin us.
Oh my god.
And then I'll give you over to Larry.
Larry Miller. My god, they have every fucking
Hello
expert.
guys, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, so I am Larry Miller. Most of you guys should know me. I've been around for quite some time as well. Also one of the previous mayors. I stand for a lot of great things. In this party, I am the
that's
head
Nebula.
of the Department of Transport, so I'm going to be dealing
has been a
with
good
all of the
mayor.
stuff
Lemon
that
was a good
regards
mayor.
Transport.
I don't
that obviously
know how I feel about his
includes
party.
the dealerships with all the vehicles that get stocked. That includes the mechanics. That also includes the different gas stations, the trains, the airplanes, anything that you can imagine that has to do with transport, even the delivery and trucking job, will be under my hood. Obviously, there's a long history. I have fully turned a better stone.
Oh shit.
I have taken the last year off. I have studied abroad to go into automotive. So I'm very excited to obviously be the head of transport. Now also working at Red Rocket up at Roxwood. And yeah, that is all me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, appreciate it from the W party. It's okay. It's okay. What I was gonna say is, we'll go on to your speech while we wait for Seth.
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, quickly, just apologising about Seth. He's had some issues and his tablet has consumed him. It would appear. So hopefully he can quickly introduce himself later on. But many of you would know him from the police department, and he's currently supporting the initial foundations of Burger Shot. I'm sure all of you are eating some Burger Shot burgers today. So
I trained that
just a quick
motherfucker as a
description
detective.
about what we're planning to do. The main reason and the most important thing about this first term is laying foundations. All right, I'm not going to stand here and promise you that we're going to build casinos. I'm not going to promise you that we're going to fund 10 million into the police department, because quite frankly, no one can stand up here today and promise you that. No one knows the current finances. What I can promise you is we're going to go up there, we're going to have policies in order. We're going to have open books so we can deep dive into all our finances, show you upcoming projects, showing you every single expense is made, whether that's salaries, whether that is, individual expenses, what's important, what isn't important. That will all be available to you.
Interesting.
We're also planning on opening
voting's
businesses
next week.
to the wider majority of you, okay? So through a business leasing program, for those of you who might be struggling, if you've got a good idea and it is viable, we have certain parameters in place to ensure that you're funded. So I don't want to have strapped people's cash operating businesses, because of course we can't buy stock. So we plan on helping those out to ensure we have multiple viable businesses that employ as many of you as possible. I've already been in communications with both PD and EMS, all right? I'm already aware of what they're all looking for, whether that's new vehicles, certain equipment required for departments, so that's detective, for instance, within the police department, or a fast response vehicle for the EMS. I'm already aware of the funds that are required around this, and as soon as we do go in office, we'll be working to ensure, as soon as we can, we get these in place. When it comes to funding specific jobs, whether it's PD or EMS, everything is treated on the same playing field. All salaries remain the same. All right, there is no differences. We have no favoritism. It is an open book, so when we do have projects or when we do make changes, it is open for anyone's input. Every single pros and cons will be released in a national document that is available for everyone for all the time. So if you've got a previous complaint about a project that we released 2 months prior, every single bit of information relating to that is there, and you have got every right to bring it up with us, and if you don't believe it's right, you can take it through DOJ. And that's kind of covered the very, very bare basics of it. The main thing is, whoever walks out from the selection...
The rest of the boys, you could put Lauren in charge of school spelling? What the fuck?
That they set the foundations right.
John Murphy, alt stream? No, not alt stream today. We're going to play Frenchie after.
Thank you.
John Murphy's like a judge.
thanks
John Murphy
so
character is
much,
now a
Harry.
judge in
Now,
2.0.
Mr. Knight Jones, would you like to introduce yourself, your party, any members you want to bring up, and maybe an opening statement if you've got one?
Yes, firstly, I'd like to bring up my amazing team, if you guys want to come up.
Oh, fuck that.
The fuck?
Oh my god, I just got approved to be an EMS.
Oh my god, congratulations.
Good.
I'm also.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. There's probably not a single
Nate
person
not
in this room
talking?
who hasn't met me before, whether it be for a good reason or for a not
Why
so
is
great
Nate
reason.
not talking?
I am
You got
Zach
this!
Fox. Thanks, son. I am Zach Fox. That's my son over there, in case you guys didn't notice that.
Oh my
I am
God, the
currently
cringe. That's
serving with the Los
cringe!
Santos Police Department, formerly its chief detective. And my intention as a member of this party is to serve you as your deputy mayor. The People's Party represents what you need and what you ask for. We will do everything in our power, and with my responsibilities being other than communication to the mayor directly, handling affairs in his absence or unavailability. However, we have had extensive conversation up to this point and will continue to do so throughout the course of this campaign, and whether or not we are elected, to make sure that there is clear and transparent communication between all of us so that the intentions that you, the people, have are maintained and kept up to standard by your expectation. I understand
Hold on,
that we are
I need
currently
food.
dealing with the opportunity to proceed with things the way they have been in the past, and the
I heard you have
opportunity to move
food.
forward in the future. I look forward to being
Are
a
you the
part
food
of
dealer?
that future for you.
Follow me.
Thank you.
So you're the food dealer?
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's some good stuff you got, right?
Hello, everybody. Name's Deacon Sweden. Y'all might know me from PD,
London.
EMS, or
what?
Working up there at Red
London.
Rocket.
Thanks. Do I have to pay you?
I'm going to be
No.
in charge of
You need some
better
food too.
business if elected.
You need some food?
Yeah.
I'll do
You only gave me a
everything
drink though.
to Sort businesses.
Yeah, no. I've got the drinks.
people.
He's got the food. Oh, thanks. No worries, I got it.
How many would you like?
2 burgers if possible, or whatever your
The loaded
whatever.
fries or kebabs?
Kebab, kebab and fries, if that's okay.
I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi guys, my name is Ethan Crooks.
Also,
you know me for various
Murphy.
activities, but that is all part
How
of the
have you
past.
been?
I can
I
assure
don't
you
want
I'm
to talk
in
about it, man. I've been in therapy for a whole year, helping reform the DOJ and going to therapy daily.
for you guys.
Bro,
to make sure everything runs
the last
smoothly.
time I seen you,
I'm gonna
we
be.
brought you out of a test.
It's a long story. It's a long story. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. It's
Going
okay.
ahead
Everything's
with
okay. It's
the
okay.
team
It's the
to
past,
People's Party.
and it's good.
So
I'm
that
much better
oversees
now. I'm
pretty
much
the
better
Same
now.
thing that Larry's overseeing.
Still have a photo, you know.
Anything
Sorry?
that deals with dealership,
I still have a
your
photo.
cars, the
Please don't.
transportation,
Good day.
planes, and all those kind of things that will be possible. I
Right.
cannot make
You're right in
promises
the
to you
front
guys right
door.
now. Again, like when I'm in office, I'll be able to sit down, look for everything. We will
Okay.
always be focusing on what you guys want, what you guys need. My experience currently is being the head operator up at Red Rocket Mechanics, and it is off to a flying start. We are seeing as many people as we can, doing as much as we can for you guys there.
Okay.
I do assure you that I will do everything within my power and within reason to get you guys the best prices for anything I can. Mainly vehicles will be the priority, and definitely getting more mechanic shops open. That's all from me.
And this is Nate.
Yay.
My fellow citizens, before anything else, I need to say thank you.
Shit.
Thank you to everyone who has made this event happen. You didn't do
One
it
for
for the
parking
attention
meter
or the
made,
credit.
Pop?
You
What
did
the
it
fuck?
because you care about the city, and that matters. Some of you know me, some of you don't. So tonight, I want you to hear this straight from me. My name is Nate Jones, and I'm running to be your mayor. I'm not standing here pretending I have all the answers.
He's got a speech.
I'm
He's
not
got a
going to tell
speech.
you I can
ChatGPT.
fix everything, because we all been lied to enough. I respect you too much for that, and I'm not here to buy your vote with promises I can't keep. Because the truth is, I'm one of you. I've walked these streets. I've felt the same fear, the same anger, the same hope that you have. That's why we're
Damn.
called the People's Party, because we are the people.
What do you think you're going to vote for?
The city isn't a title.
I always wait for the end of the debate to choose who I vote for. I don't know who I'll vote for.
We went through some terrible things together. A tragedy.
say he's not
that
confident
took
enough.
Each and every one of us, and we didn't survive it because of politics. We survived it because we stood shoulder to shoulder together. And now I'm asking to take the next step forward with you. There are rumors about me, about who I associate
What the
with,
fuck,
about what
Ryan?
I plan to do.
I
But
read the
tonight,
leaked
I'm
script and
asking
saw
you to
Nate.
look
Is
at
that
me,
Trey's new script,
not the
Ryan?
rumors,
I didn't know.
Not the noise. Me, standing here,
God
chasing the
damn.
same American dream you are. A safer, stronger city we could be proud of. I'm not here to tear anyone
Oh my God,
down.
Seth is here.
This isn't about destroying each other to get ahead. This is about rising up. I promise you this. I will fight for you when no one else will. I will listen to you when
Shit.
others won't. And I will lead not above you, not behind closed doors, but among you. Because leadership isn't about power. It's about responsibility.
Shit.
And I'm ready to answer any
He is
questions.
reading from a script. I think he is.
I'm ready to hear your concerns. And I'm ready to earn your trust. every
Less
single
points for
day.
me.
My name is Nate Jones.
He's got a teleprompter.
And I want to be a mayor for the people.
Let's go!
Damn straight, Nate. Damn straight.
Yeah,
Best speech. Best speech.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Okay.
Yes, sir. For the people.
Fuck.
Bravo, I appreciate both parties
the
for their
fuck?
introduction and their opening statement. So,
Holy chat.
we're going to go into a little bit of a debate. We're going to talk about different policies that each party have got. We're going to let them have a little bit of a debate, and then we're going to open the floor to you guys to ask any questions based on that policy. We then move on to the next policy, so on, so forth. So, given given the fact that I am commissioner of the police department, let's start with a simple one. Both sides, I want to know your policies for the emergency services, both EMS and PD.
Oh, here goes.
Who do you want to go first?
Up to you guys. I'll let you guys choose.
Alrighty, I'll jump in here. So I think the core aspect.
Time to speak up.
Speak up. Sorry, you can't hear me. Perfect. I'm going to jump in here. So first off, I'm going to invite Seth. Are you all good to come down? Perfect. I'm just going to invite Seth to the stage. He's the leader for our Department of Public Services. So one of the key aspects of our campaign is to provide both EMS and PD a person that is directly communicating with them. He has no other sole purpose but to work with both the emergency departments. Okay.
He's no other purpose.
He's
That's
going to
good.
go on
That's
in a minute
good. I
just
like
about
that.
his
I
general
like that.
policies, how he plans on running it. A few things from my end. Already we've been in discussions with both Harry here, Kai, Smithy, multiple PD directors, EMS directors, and multiple members of each department. We've made it very clear that we plan on operating both of them on an even scale. Okay. Now, that includes same salaries, that includes equal opportunities, and it also includes the ability for one group to see what the other group are funding. Okay. When we do our policies and when we do our projects, both parties will be invited to weigh in on their input, explain why they think one party should have one across the other, and then we will discuss as a group to find where the best place to put the city's money in. Everyone here works really, really hard to make their money, and we want to make sure it goes to good uses. I'm going to let Seth quickly pop in. He's going to give a few words, and then I'll fill in if he's got anything else. Thank you.
Nate? I don't know. I'm mixed. Lemon.
Hello everyone, my name's
Wolfenstein
Seth.
was a
Sorry,
good
I didn't
mayor.
introduce
He was a
myself
really
earlier.
good mayor.
I'm having some cloud issues.
I need to see
Elon
what
wasn't
buff
very
are.
happy with me. Anyway, we'll move straight into it. So yeah, I'll be the sole contact between EMS and PD.
Sole contact.
I have been a long-standing member of PD, and I've dabbled in a little bit of EMS here and there. But moving on to what I'm going to do for EMS and PD.
I don't know. I don't think she
so
is.
I've already met with both
No.
EMS
Who is
and PD
that?
directors, and I plan to keep that a very regular thing. So I'm going to be, one of my policies is I'm going to be introducing
Why is the
weekly
face
meetings
default
with
Dave?
the command structure of both departments, making sure they have an open channel of communication for any issues, anything that they'd like to go forward with, and making sure everyone's kept up to date, everyone's happy. I'll be working very closely with the rest
Yo,
of
Joe
the
with the
rest of my
gifted,
team,
man. Thank
to
you.
make sure that everyone's kept in the channel of communication, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. Any more, Harry?
Yeah, so just pretty filling on that. So a few conversations that's already been had with both departments. Of course, there is the general vehicle crisis. I'm sure you're going to hear the same from the other party. The vehicles that both departments are currently using are from the 80s, all right? The officers over here are struggling to catch the criminals that are running our
Yeah, the
streets.
server's full right now.
The trucks even. The trucks are outrunning our police department, so we need to see an end to that. We need to help them, provide them the vehicles they need.
I wonder
but there's also a reason, and the discussion we've had is to look forward to other departments. So a detective system as well to support with their larger cases, as well as a high-speed unit as well to run on motorways. Okay, so that is the key points that we mentioned within our discussions with the police department. Going over to the EMS, it's a very similar boat. They are a much smaller team, and we plan to support them as much as we can. Okay, as you're very aware, this is a very large city. When there is only a couple EMS available, it is a struggle for them to get from Roxwood all the way down to the sea. Okay, so we plan on introducing a few things, whether that's new ambulances to increase their travel time.
It's the event. It's like an event
division,
thing, midnight.
which has been spoken to
active
Ty
event.
about. Trying to bring AirMed
Just
in
means
as well
something's
as
going
pilot
on here.
licenses, so we can get them up in the air to deal with
Let's
those
buy
that
more
are
cars.
off the beaten road. And then followed up by a fast response system. This is either through motorbikes or for an off-road unit, as long as it's fast-paced and we can cut down those response times to ensure that all your lovely people get the care you deserve.
Not bad.
Perfect. That is everything.
Not bad.
Hopefully, you take into what I've pulled up here, and you can come talk to me as well if there's anything further you need.
Perfect. So, just with that, and before I move on to the other party, then, obviously you've introduced Mr. Seth over here, who, you know, has. Look, I'm going to be taking jabs at both parties, and the jab for this one is, how are you going to make sure that Seth keeps to his word and does his job? Because at the end of the day, his track record in PD was never the best.
Oh my God!
To note there is there's a structure. So for every single project. Speak up, brother.
Your microphone!
Speak up, brother.
There's a speaker for you.
It turns
so for
off
every
and
project that you guys bring forward, there is a public document made. So that's available to yourself, to the wider populace. So everyone is very aware of exactly what's going through that department.
Okay.
If it's believed that these documents are being made, you'll have the opportunity to take it through DOJ as well, who can not only bring down a world of hurt on Seth, but also myself. So we're fully committed there to ensure that each project is met and is publicized. And once it's publicized, there are multiple people involved in those conversations. There's a meeting that will be held between myself, the deputy lead, so in this case Seth, the deputy mayor, so in this case Harry, a treasurer. So we have two treasurers, one Seth and one is Ryan. The intention of having two is so that if Seth, for instance, is the department lead, the opposing treasurer is from a different department who acts independently. Okay?
That's good. I like that.
This means every single pro and con
that's pretty
is
smart.
brought out. Yourself is invited, as well as any concerned individual. So there will be a public list of what meetings are going on that week. And every single individual, as long as they have a concern and a reason to be there, is invited and can weigh in.
I like that.
At which point in that meeting, there is discussions made
cool.
as to whether it's funded, whether we alter the funding, or whether we postpone or deny them. So this is a completely public, open view of it. There's a complete list of each meeting, so every single person can see what's going on, and you can also see whether or not we are having these meetings. So we're completely transparent. And if we are failing to meet these standards, then there is the route to go through DOJ, and we will be held responsible. And I'm sure none of us want that.
Okay, appreciate it. Now, on to Mr. Jones. Would you like to...
Oh, God, he's going to be so...
Just talk about the policies for the emergency services. And
Next one's to
obviously
leave.
bring anyone up if you want to.
Right.
Go
as of right now,
Rangers.
we do not have anybody for the Department of Public Services. We plan to correct that shortly. I would like to bring up our deputy mayor as in absence. He will be speaking on behalf of our Department of Public Service. I have not yet had a chance to sit down with our lovely commissioner here, Harry. I have sat down with the EMS director yesterday, and I do see a lot of changes that we can make to emergency services by getting them new cars, faster ways to get places, and I know citizens, response time is important.
Yo, Mr. Watt,
especially if
appreciate
you're
the
laying there
gifted.
on the
Sorry,
side
I was
of
just
the road,
focused.
or you
W.
passed out from starvation or dehydration, as well as if someone robbed you. You want our great emergency services to be there. Now, I will say I've had a lot of chances to talk to not just the directors, but EMS and PD that are on duty and out on the streets, and I've heard their concerns. I will be doing a lot of different different looks at the budget so we can fund these guys. These guys are what help keep our city safe. And I haven't yet told you this, Harry, but as part of my campaign,
Removed Bucket? No, I
I
think
will
Bucket.
be donating
Where is Bucket? No, he's there.
one new ambulance and one new
Bucket
police
stepped
car.
down.
Whether I win or lose, these guys are what make this city safe.
He's buying. He's
I would like to
buying.
donate an ambulance and a police car on my
trying to
behalf.
buy them.
Win or lose, to these great individuals.
Oh
and
my
I'll,
God, he
I'll
wants
let
to
Zach
buy
take it
them.
over from here.
He wants to buy them. Oh my God.
In short, people, though we don't have someone who's a member of our party who's specifically dedicated to dealing with public services at this time in reference to specifically EMS and the police department, we are fully aware of the issues that they're currently facing, not only from the perspective of the officers and the medics themselves, but also from the perspective of the people expecting a better response time, asking for something to happen at faster rates. They need medical attention quicker. We intend to make that happen. Obviously, much like Mr. Wolfenstein intends to do, we intend to expand
it's
on
bribery.
their capabilities. Specified training, individuals who are actually qualified for the position.
Oh no, different players plan their own RP. This isn't us. This is all them.
At this time,
We're just electing a mayor. That's
Obviously,
all.
AirMed is one of our primary concerns because the ability to reach people wherever they might go is significantly greater than simply driving around in a little ambulance that's from the 1980s. It drags down. We also, as far as the police department is concerned, intend to begin by staging. Obviously, we have to start step by step as far as the process is concerned, but it has to be addressed to us by the police command. And you can just ask Harry. I will reach out to him for almost anything that I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. And my party feels the same way as far as assisting the police department with their growth and improvement. Same thing as we do for EMS. We will be in constant communication, and it will be things that we decide as a group, because as far as the people are concerned, the people it is a mass, it is a group, it is a consensus between everyone. Rather than focusing entirely on supporting something specific that is being asked for, we have to weigh it with the checks and balances on what is needed right now versus what can be done immediately. It's
confusing me.
So that we can avoid, pardon me, I lost the word, so that we can avoid delays. There we go. We don't want to delay under any circumstances the necessary things both for the people and for the public services themselves. Any unnecessary delay is unacceptable in our opinion as a group. That being said, if it's something that requires review and requires study and understanding to see just how important it is, we will release the things that are needed for the people to EMS and to the police department in stages, rather than simply spending a massive fortune on funding every single service that used to exist in the past.
I think
we
it's
will
a mix.
see that
I don't
which
know.
is needed the most.
I don't
and
know,
we will
Ryan.
release it in stages, bits and pieces.
I mean, we let them do whatever they want. My imagines they prepare a bit for this.
They're standing over here, looking over my shoulder, are thinking, "Why would you wait and why would you delay it?" Because taking care of you is the most important part. You, the people. We can't simply focus entirely on spending a massive budget for the sake of improving emergency services right away. Specialized personnel who perform the job to the best of their ability, let's escalate them, let's elevate them, let's move them up to the point where they are capable of doing all the things that we've seen them do in the past.
Okay.
I can imagine that there's plenty of people out there who have spent a great deal of time studying and understanding how they could do their job even better than they ever have before. And I would like to see those people given the opportunity. And that's why we will take it step by step. As those people become available to us, the people, and they choose to serve us, we will do what we can to support them in every way, shape, and form. As far as the former chief detective, I would love to see the detective division come back. But if, based on the occurrences in the city, it's not the greatest concern, I'd be willing to wait for that to return. But as far as our interceptor units are concerned, I miss them every single day when I'm on duty. It's very difficult for me to keep up with a lot of the crime that I've seen out there on the streets, so I want to support the police department. But even more importantly than that, the gentlemen who are sitting behind me and your possible future mayor who is standing behind me are the ones who will keep me in check. Because if I have a bias leaning towards my department, but something more important needs to come up and be dealt with first, they will make sure that it gets taken care of first. Again, we're here for you. This is the people's party.
Fox is debating himself. He literally is.
Wow, that hurt. Yeah.
Anything else, Knight?
Yes, like you said, we really want to focus on getting our great emergency services what they need while helping the people of this great city. And we greatly believe in this city. We wanted to see it succeed, and we also want to see it safe. That's it.
Okay. I mean, same as I did to the other party, right? While I talked about Seth and his asked him how he can
here goes the bar. He's gonna fucking send something.
In my notes, I have mentioned that for public services, you had a member of your party who's no longer here. So, with that in mind, how are you going to make sure that anyone else, such as Mr. Fox over there, doesn't buckle under the pressure and suddenly leaves us without a lack of service?
Well, we are a team. We're going to bring a team effort to this. It's not just one role. I mean, ultimately, I know my name will be on the mayor's slot, but I look at it more as a team. We've chosen these individuals because we believe that they are great and what they do. I believe in each and every one of them, and we are going to help keep each other balanced, fair, and concise.
Okay. So, before I open it up to questions on public services from the audience, anything either party wants to say to the other one or question about what they've just said?
You got any questions?
There's got to be some beef. Come on, man.
No? Okay. Any questions from the audience? Anyone want to raise any?
Here it goes. Oh, here goes. Oh,
Okay, we have
shit.
quite a few questions.
Oh my god.
Steven, do you want to just start grabbing people, bringing them up? Or you and Natalie first?
Hi, hello there.
Welcome.
Oh god, it's
Question.
Kendrick.
All right, so basically, all right. So this is a question for Mr. Wolfenstein over here.
Yeah, hello.
So
it's Kendrick. God, he's paid off by Nate.
Okay, hold on, wait. Sorry. Let me
No,
let me
you're
start
all good,
over.
you're all good.
Hi, my name is Kendrick, and I have a question for you, Mr. Wolfenstein.
Nice to meet you, Kendrick. Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, shut the fuck up back there, Jenkins. Anyways, is corruption in the police department a year ago a failure of leadership or a rational response to a broken system? And how do you plan to combat this now in the present?
I think the first thing to realize is what happened a year ago wasn't a case of it happened there and then. It was a situation that started off by a Ryan Taylor selling a large portion of Sandy to a Bet Incorporated, which in turn started handing over large amounts of power to them and left the city in quite a financial ruin. This eventually did lead to the police department losing a lot of power. And unfortunately, they had to take the methods they did to try and regain it. Unfortunately, there weren't many legal options available. There were contracts in place, which, kept the city as it was. In fact, I am very thankful to the police department for the work they had attempted to regain order. Okay, yes, was there corruption to some degree? More than definitely.
Oh shit!
But I think we can put that down, across many departments, quite frankly, many services, and just the general populace was quite heavily corrupted. I think you're aware of the gang situation that took over as well. I think now we have greater methods to control this. We've had what I'm going to call the Great Reset. We've had an opportunity that this has granted us to really bring everyone back down to earth. We've got the DOJ system coming in, which can hold everyone accountable, myself included, Harry over here included, and any member of the police department. Every single citizen now has their, the ability to go to court, the ability to make their voices heard, and this is really an opportunity where we can yet again reset where this corruption maybe started. No one really knows. There's no evidence. There's no sort of story behind it. So we've really got to start a fresh slate and hold everyone
we all know
accountable,
where it comes from.
Onwards.
I don't think I'm gonna go.
You kind of went in a circle there, but I wanted to know what you're planning to do about corruption.
So corruption isn't really, as stated earlier as well by Mr. Murphy, corruption is mostly dealt with by the DOJ and by the Supreme Judge. As said, from our perspective, everything will be kept open, including payments, and that is including payments that go towards the PD. So we will be, fully alongside the DOJ to support them in any sort of investigation that's taken control.
Kendrick paid actor. I mean, Kendrick is the thing of Kendrick is he works with
DOJ.
What's his name? Nate. He's friends with Nate.
We'll provide them the funding.
I missed the old Redline before this. What? Brother, it's still Redline. It's just new content, new stuff. I don't get people's always up the old Redline, bro. It's what?
I appreciate it.
It's always getting better and better, Redline.
Listen, there's a clean slate across the board, right? It's
Kendrick is trying to start shit on purpose.
Really helping bring the city back together. Yes, there will have been corruption in the police department, but like you said, DOJ is here to make sure that doesn't happen again. And you know what? With no bet, I think we've got a great start for our city to prosper. Now, with that
vanished.
It's given us actually a lot of great things. Which
party's going to give
Mr. Wolfenstein?
To be fair, Wolfenstein gave us our HQ for Redline the last time.
Harry Callahan. These guys probably would have had some criminal charges by now, but clean slate. As for the other side, again, few people part of that party who probably wouldn't have been there to start with if it wasn't for what had happened. So all we can do is look forward and make sure that we make the city
very good point.
Right between ourselves as the police.
A lot of the people running now don't
and DOJ, and obviously
wouldn't have run if they were still in the old system
and their party.
I appreciate that, Harry, and with that kind of response, you should run for mayor.
What the fuck?
I enjoy my job too much.
So,
Hello.
You're next, then me, Raul.
Hello.
Reggie Hamilton. I have a question for Harry, actually, as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor.
Bro, Harry's
So,
getting
you said
fucking
earlier
peppered.
that Seth is going to be in charge of both PD and EMS. What? I mean, don't you think that's going to be? Not saying that Seth can't do it, but what happens if both sides are, struggling at the same time, both needing things very urgently? How are you going to go about that with just one person? Don't you think it'd be better to have two?
So to note, it doesn't mean he's the sole person that runs EMS. He is specifically, his only purpose is to be their direct line of contact. I've already spoken to both parties as well, and I've offered them, if needed, we can bring on an additional person, so they've got a person each. But Seth's role and the general aspect of it is, it doesn't mean that they can only contact him and they can only, he's their only liaison.
Interessante.
They've got direct line of communication with myself and Harry as well. And
good,
should,
that's good.
it be
I
a
like
desperate
that.
measure, we can bring in the other departments as well as external sources, so we can use the DOJ to support each other. It isn't the case where they've only got the one person. There will always be multiple lines of contact. It's just the fact that Seth's whole purpose is to argue for them and to be their liaison with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, could I get Nate to answer that one as well, just from his side of, how are you going to deal with it if both EMS and PD are desperate and Fox is our point of contact? How do we figure? It doesn't matter. I'd like to make sure we get both sides.
That's fine. So, like I stated previously, we are a team. If we cannot handle as a team, we will, require additional help. Bring in a consultant to further assist us. But ultimately, we are a team. We're going to do things together efficiently. We want to try to help PD and EMS together as a whole. And if they are needing something urgently at the same time, we will work as a team to make sure that their needs are met.
We'll see what happens. He looks scared. Who? Nate looks scared?
Appreciate it. We'll take 2 more questions on this and then we'll move on to another topic just so we can get through everyone.
I'm surprised they don't have any questions for each
I'm
other.
like Willie, and I want to ask Nate something. Why do you think that people who trust a bell end like yourself?
Do we really need to use terminology like that?
My bad.
Do you want to rephrase it? He doesn't need to answer it unless you rephrase it.
Not really.
Okay. Don't worry, you don't need to answer that one.
What did he ask?
Unless
Wait,
you want
hold
to.
on.
It's up to you.
I wasn't really able to hear, to tell you the truth.
He wants to know how can we trust someone such as yourself?
Honestly, I will answer this. I know a lot of people have talked about my past. This is a clean slate.
His mic's cutting on
The
and
people I used to associate with, I no longer associate with. I have completely changed and reformed. I plan to keep the city safe and do what is needed.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, next one, and then we'll move.
Hello. I've got
Ralph.
Essentially, 2 questions and 1 short one. I'll make it nice, quick, and simple for you. So, long story short, you mentioned that you're for the people. This is to Nate Jones. Sorry.
Public service, not a general question.
This is a general question.
No, we're on about public service first.
Oh,
this is public service.
Well, I will bring it up the fact that the things he's mentioned.
About what?
It was more like pricing and stuff like that. Which
Well, we will get to that. But
Okay,
this
do you
is
want
about
to sit
public
down then?
services. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take one more question about public services, and then we'll move on to the next section.
Okay.
Hurry.
Yo.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
I want to see what's going to be said here.
This is a 2-part question, right? It's
trying-
very short.
He's a bit quiet.
It's a short one.
Okay, well, make it short and make sure you got your microphone turned on.
He's super quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with Mr. Wolfenstein, can we just clarify something? Is John Murphy a part of your team?
What?
No, John Murphy is a supreme judge. Nothing to do with our team.
All right. How much can we rely on him? Exactly.
I said he has got nothing to do with our team. We have no
What the
choice in
fuck's that
terms of
have to do
elections.
with anything?
Yes, I know, but this is a question for everyone up there. How much can we rely on John Murphy?
That doesn't make
Okay.
sense.
I can answer this because I don't think it's very much a party question.
I don't understand it.
John Murphy isn't the only Supreme Judge. There are multiple Supreme Judges, and they will make sure that DOJ keeps moving. They will actively be hiring for lawyers and judges as well. So, while you may be concerned about the reliance of one of the Supreme Judges, there are more who will be announced.
You know what I know from a year ago.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, I'll be honest, he's been through a psyche eval. He seems pretty stable, pretty responsible, and he seems to have his head screwed on. So I think we can trust him quite a lot.
What the fuck is
All
that?
right,
This is a
and
silly
one final
question.
question. Is Bet truly gone?
I can answer that one as well. So, if you weren't listening at the start, all of Bet's assets are being divvied up and will be given to whoever the mayor will be to decide what to do with them.
So what's the facility?
gone.
What's in the mountains?
I'm pretty sure it's been destroyed.
No, it's not.
And it's off topic. Why are we getting into conspiracy theories when we're talking about the mayoral debate?
He's getting conspiracy theories. That's true.
Only time I can do it.
You call me a jackass.
Okay. No, down you go.
My name is Jack.
Stop smoking whatever you're smoking, because this is about public services.
My bad.
Okay. Ty, given your
What the
EMS
fuck?
director, do you want to quickly just come up and ask your question?
Oh, this would be interesting. I like what Ty has to say.
How much is he willing to pay?
What's she gonna say?
Hello?
Remember to use your microphone.
Hello?
Here's your outdoor voice.
You good?
The mouth isn't moving.
Hello? Hello?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
What's your question?
Oh, no. Okay. So my question is, I have two. What guarantees can you give that EMS and PD won't lose funding or support just because you don't like a certain decision we made?
Interesting.
That's a good question.
Yeah, if you're okay, I'll answer this one first. So, I think we've already discussed with yourself earlier on. Every single project and every single discussion we have, as long as it's not pertaining to, anything classified by the DOJ, will become public knowledge. So not only are we held, responsible by the court of opinion, but we will work very closely with the DOJ to provide yourself opportunities there to bring them in. But you're also available and welcome to every single meeting that's held, whether that's with PD, whether that's with EMS, to ensure there is no sort of bias there.
Defund the police, bro.
If you are in a position where you
2.0 did an upgrade player IQ.
and the information we're given is incorrect, you have every right to, bring representatives.
I don't know what's wrong with Ty's character.
Or to take it through court, take it through DOJ. Yet again, we are held to the highest regards. We are held with impeachment over our heads. So if we do something that does negatively affect and is biased towards other parties, and we do start to defund the EMS and the PD, which is quite frankly ridiculous. I couldn't imagine a city where someone's injured and we can't support that because there's no funding, or there's a crime and we can't get the police down to it. But if it was, we're held responsible for that, and we would be impeached. So it is within our best interest to work with yourselves.
Nice
to ensure
ceiling. The ceiling's nice, isn't it?
there, and we make a viable and healthy environment for yourselves.
Okay.
To follow on, as
Interesting question.
my
Interesting
great opponent said, a city without PD or EMS
Echo
is
stream, she
gonna
looks
be
normal. Yeah, it's something of
terrible
me.
place. If we don't have people to protect our streets or heal our wounded, it's going to be a bad day. Now, at the end of the day, what you decide to do in your department is up to you, right? I mean, as the mayor's office, we can make suggestions, but you're the director and you were put in your place for a reason. And I truly believe that if you were put in that place, then I can see that you can run your department fit. Now, as far as funding goes, I would have. I mean, I don't know if I get paid for this, but I would happily give up my salary to make sure our PD or EMS are funded. Just because I believe in our great emergency services.
All right. And second question, how would the funds be divided? Because they're all going to be going into the same. Like.
Is this being held globe in the water?
Ocean.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's in the globe.
Yeah, so just jumping on this, so we've got two systems in terms of how funding is going to be delegated. So the first one is what we call essential funding. So this will cover things like your salaries, this will cover vehicle maintenance, this will cover, you know, anything that is completely necessary to the running of the cities, also including like utilities, electricity costs. You know, we do need to power the city, so it includes that. And then anything else goes into the non-essential fund. Okay, so this is where projects such as, you know, buy new vehicles, buy new, you know, aircraft, new facilities for yourselves, for PD, you know, this is where all that money goes into. Every single project, you know, that's brought towards us, you're defended and you're, you know, it's brought to us by yourselves.
Secret
as well as
facility equal
settlement
bet.
assistance.
Sorry, convicted.
And then the cons
I'm
are
not
provided
convinced.
by...
Brother, I'm not bet anymore. What the fuck?
We're able as a group,
Man is going
yourselves
after
included,
Murphy.
and any concerned civilians,
Oi, oi, oi.
To come to an
Too deep in
agreement
the lore,
and
bro.
to have
Too
a
deep in the
full
lore.
understanding of exactly what each project, you know, requires, its funding it's requiring, and whether or not it's viable. It's then, you know, if it is funded at that point, it is then handed a priority tag.
Too deep
so
in the
whether that
lore,
is,
bro.
You know, of an immediate requirement, so it's purchased there and there, or is a lower priority,
Nate
but it is
can't
something we
compete
get
with
done,
Harry.
and a date is tagged to that. It's publicized.
Harry's
and,
good.
we are then held responsible by our own emission at that point.
The thing is, we already had Harry, so it's like
Hopefully that answers
Harry again.
an issue or anything else about it.
Same for Nate.
You got Quant and NV? No, I just have NV. I don't know why it's doing that. I might need
PD
to
and
update my
EMS will
NV.
have their own budgets, which will be shared to each department director. If you see any problems with it, of course we could talk about it, right? But at the end of the day, PD and EMS will have their own fund, and we will start by function, right? We'll, you know, get the vehicles you need, any tools that you may need to complete your
Getting
job,
food as well, you did. Yeah,
and
right.
then
Thank you.
sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Weak
Actually,
points.
I'll let Zach answer this because he, as a former part of PD and EMS, I believe he can answer this a little bit better.
A former. Okay, former. I didn't realize I wasn't still active.
Yeah, you're fired.
Oh.
Yeah, you wish, Harry. You know you love me.
Bad points.
Oh, you're fired.
Bad points.
Baloney. Anyway.
He's losing his train of thought.
So, Ty, obviously, primarily, as far as budget is concerned, we have to know what kind of funding is available to us, and based on proper policing and things like that, appropriate application of fines and things and so on and so forth, we will be able to determine through the income that we get from EMS work, that we get from PD, what kind of escalations we'll be able to take.
So
as
he's
far
going
as
to
advancing
hold
the
on.
necessities for your department. That's broken down on a lower, on like a grander scale. But primarily,
Oh, that's a
obviously, whatever your
problem.
essential needs are, as far as the repairs for your fleet.
So he's
the
basically
function of
saying that it
if we
depends
can
on the money
develop
they're
a budget for
making?
fuel and things like that,
Is what it sounds
reimbursements and
like.
things to that nature.
I don't know
If
if
it's
that's a good
available, then the budget of the city, that we can make it to where it becomes escalated to the point of essential rather than being something more along the lines of a luxury. We intend to push that forward to try and make life a little bit easier for EMS and PD. This is, of course, something that will be debated on a grand scale within our team.
I don't know about
and
this
then
one.
Brought to the leadership for both EMS and PD. If DOJ needs to put their input in on it, they'll be welcome to do so as well. And as with all things, the consideration of the people is going to be taken into account. If the people actually feel the need to address something and say, we don't feel like we're getting what we deserve out of this public service, we'll take that into consideration and make sure that we express those issues to you directly. We have faith in your capability to do your job, and we don't need to micromanage you. We have no desire to micromanage you. So as far as that level of things are concerned, we have a separation between your department and ours, but we communicate consistently. And, you know, we intend on being transparent with that. Obviously, there are certain things that cannot be shared publicly. That doesn't mean that it can't be shared with the directors.
Yo, the
of
4 months, bro.
department
Appreciate it.
specifically.
I don't think he answered it.
Is that a sufficient answer to your question?
don't think you answered the question.
Oh, repeat the question for me.
I no, it's fine. It's great.
Thank God, thank fucking God.
Appreciate it.
I heard that, Kendrick.
Oh.
It's okay, folks. Everyone knows you can ramble.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're gonna move on to
No
something
bueno
that
spaghetti here.
has changed quite dramatically.
That is alive and
for
well.
this fair city.
And
that's gonna be business management.
the
for
funds
both of
depend.
these
No,
parties,
no. What he
because
said, to my opinion, he depends on how much money EMS is making for EMS,
out of the
and how much
citizens
money
of Los
PD is making for
Santos
PD.
since coming back and trying to get the economy started again is people are really trying to make a go of their own businesses. People are out there trucking and you know, owning vehicles, managing a fleet. People are out there,
This is true.
you know, renting refineries and gas stations.
Fox. No,
So
it's good.
I want to hear from both parties again around your policies around this, and then we'll get questions from the audience, because I'm sure there's a lot of business owners here that
yeah.
are concerned and want to know how you're
bet
going to
you
keep
people
them
are gonna be
safe
concerned.
and make sure that they're well funded.
The speech
Either
doesn't sound
party.
convincing. I don't know.
Perfect. I'll start off this one. So I mean, as many of you know, there are multiple petrol station owners out there. There's loads of you who own malls, boundaries, farms. We've got Burger Shot open. We've got the Mechanic up here open. So there is a lot going on, and I am very proud to say that, you know, it seems to be going super successfully. There's lots of you out there who have been self-sufficient, but I think the main idea is to keep business fair, to ensure that it's viable. I think the main issue we've
With
noticed
that
right now
soft
is foundries and
personality,
farms
Ty
are
just destroyed
struggling.
them.
There are multiple farms who
You're allowed
don't
to take
have the
notes on how to
capability
destroy a
to sell.
major candidate.
Yeah, perfect. We've got both my team up here, by the way, as well. So Ryan, who's part of our business development team, and Larry here, our Department of Transport, both of them are
they're
very
able to
aware
tax
about what it takes
businesses,
to run a
yeah.
business. Larry here running the Mechanic up north, and Ryan here is supporting us in the mall in Sandy Shores. I'm going to quickly let both of them have a quick chat, and then I'm going to get back to you to finalize the rest.
Okay.
Alrighty, I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, I just quickly wanted to come up here, have a quick chat about obviously all the business relating to transport. I think there's a lot of opportunities in the transport business, but obviously because that's such a small portion of the entirety of all businesses out there, I just want to come up here and just kind of have a short little chat and then go back up there. Obviously, there's a lot of jobs all around the city. There's a lot of jobs in Sandy. There's a lot of jobs all the way up in Roxwood and Polito. We want to get people situated. Like, you know, as mentioned before, we are a party who works together as a team. Just because I'm the Department of Transport does not mean I get to decide who gets to work at what mechanic shop, doesn't get to decide exactly.
Sounds like he doesn't care about the
who
city
runs
needs,
what.
only cares about what his bank
I think the
account.
most important thing
I wouldn't
is
say
trying
so.
to make it so it's fair for everybody. If I'm looking at gas stations, I want to see.
I mean, it's a hard
people
thing.
running gas stations where they can actually make a profit, but are also not scamming you guys. I think a big situation, obviously gas stations are something that we use every single day. Even in the times of need, you know, if you're up near Utul and you're running out of gas and you only have one gas station to go to, it shouldn't be the place where you get scammed and you have to pay a lot of money for it. That does not mean that gas stations shouldn't earn money, but that does shouldn't mean it should be fair for everybody.
Is he going to lower
Same goes
gas
for the
prices?
mechanic shops. I want to get people situated in there as fast as possible. Save for the one in Roxwood, it will not be continued to be run by me or obviously Crux on the other side. We want to get people situated in there that actually have a passion for the automotive business and get them sorted with everything else. That's all on my part. I'll let Ryan do the rest.
Okay.
Larry's done a pretty good job of just about explaining everything I need to say, to be honest. We do have points in the wider business thing. Obviously, we're looking, businesses isn't just surrounded by your vehicles and your gas station. We want to look at the restaurants, your mechanics, everything like that. Obviously, we know that there's times where you guys need to get food or you need to get repair, but it's not always going to be available. It is a pretty key thing that we want to look at, is getting more businesses available to more people,
Thanks, Rail,
but not at the
Ralph.
expense of existing businesses.
We'll ask
We don't
about
want to
prices
sit
and
here
storage things.
and say to these
Lemon's clearly
existing
the best
business owners,
option,
look,
everything
you've got a
said
business
about
opening
benefits.
across the street
No,
from
I'm
you
not
who's
sure.
going to take 50% of your business,
It's always a
and you're no
complicated
longer
thing.
going to be viable to run. When we look at new businesses, which we will, I'm sure, discuss in more detail, it's got to be fair for the people around it. It's got to work in terms of a plan to get everything going, and it
is
needs to
interesting
have
hearing both sides.
actual benefits to the wider
If
community.
Wolfenstein loses,
We're
we
not just going to
riot.
be
No, I
popping
don't
up
know. I don't
shops
mind whoever
every
wins.
single corner, but people are going to own because it will not benefit anyone.
And the mayor works very differently
I
from
don't think
before
there's
as well.
anything else
so-
I need to really cover. I think we'll go over the general plans in a bit more detail as we need. But for now, I think we're all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll. Perfect. So thank you to the other members of the team there. So just a few things to note as well. My first major point is providing a better service for both the farms and the foundries out there. I know there are several of you who own farms, and I don't think you've seen more than a couple $1,000s of your massive investment back. So the main issue with that is finding customers. I'm very aware that there is only the one restaurant, and that one restaurant isn't going to be able to order large quantities. So you guys are going to be struggling at this point in time. One of the major points we plan on bringing is a portion of our leftover budget each month will go towards funding and purchasing any leftover stock from the farms and the foundries.
That's
So
pretty
we feel
cool.
that when times are tough, we do have a surplus and a stock when required.
I like that.
But in the meantime, all businesses are given equal opportunity.
That's a really
and a
good
chance
point.
to remain profitable and viable.
I like that.
When it comes to petrol stations, at the moment we are seeing quite a turbulent time. I think in the last 3 days there have been 3 different prices for importing fuel, and it has been changing all week. So we look to stabilize this so that owners can appropriately price their fuel. Okay, I think yesterday fuel was about $8 to import, and I saw people trying to sell it for $5. All right, this is a time where businesses will struggle because they will be caught out by changes like this, and they won't be made aware of it, and it will then start hemorrhaging money. So we plan on stabilizing this and also then introducing fair business policies into fuel. So there will be a minimum and maximum fuel cap price. Okay, so this ensures that every single petrol station you go to will have a fair and equal value. However, it still allows healthy competition. It'll be done through a percentage that is a minimum and a percentage for maximum price of the fuel. More on this will come in due course. Onto our business operator program. Okay, we plan on opening businesses to leasing. So there's 2 ways about it. There is no opportunity to own businesses outright. Okay, things need to remain state-owned, purely for the fact if an operator does not, care for the business, it needs to go to someone who has the passion, has the ability to run it, and can keep that business afloat. Because at the end of the day, it needs to remain afloat, viable, and profitable. To not only fund itself, but to fund our public services. Okay, this is going to be done by public applications. So if there's a mechanic shop we're opening or a restaurant, it's a public application process. There will not be a deposit required. Okay, any deposits required could mean that a business owner struggles to buy stock, which is the utmost important. This does, however, mean there will be a monthly payment required. This is to purely intend if someone is no longer running their business or no longer paying attention, they're not going to be able to pay that fee, and we therefore know that either the owner's not viable or the business isn't viable, and we can then look into it with ourselves, the DOJ, and the relative members of our departments.
Harry sounds convincing.
That kind of
French, not
covers,
gonna lie. He
the
sounds
core
convincing.
policies. More about detail will come out in the coming days before elections next week, so really pay attention. But if you guys have any desperate questions or anything you need to know, feel free to find myself, Ryan here, or any other member of the party, and we can give you the appropriate information.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try on tonight.
Oh no.
I would like to say that the amount of entrepreneurship that I've seen in this city over the last couple days, few days, week, has been amazing. I mean, everyone is really taking light to entrepreneurship, and it's really great to see, that American dream living in each and every one of you.
American.
I would like to turn it over to our Department of Business first to answer some questions you may have.
See, Nate's
and
not
then
talking himself,
transportation
which is a bit
to
of a
follow,
problem.
and then I'll wrap up after them.
I don't think he's talking enough.
All right.
I'd like to vote for someone else.
Like I said, name's Deacon Sweden. Speak up. In charge of businesses.
You might need to turn your microphone on.
Yep. It was on. Hello, can y'all hear me now? Hello.
There you are.
All right. Name's Deacon Sweden. I'll be in charge of businesses if elected. Pretty much, we obviously one restaurant, one mechanic shop. We need to get more open. Give people jobs. establish an economy and get everybody working. Foundries and farms, get them where they can make some money.
This is gonna be. I think this is where he's gonna get fucked by questions because he has that business that costs so much money. I think that's gonna fuck him.
Working.
I think this is where he might get a bit fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, stage fright happens to the best of us.
God damn.
Yeah, I think he just had a mini
think he just
stroke or
froze.
something.
He got nervous.
I think what Deacon's having a little bit of stage fright. I'm not gonna lie, standing here in front of all of you is making me pretty nervous.
No
right?
confidence!
Public speaking is a hard task.
Oh my god.
But as far as businesses go, we definitely plan in the first week to definitely get a business or two open. A restaurant and a mechanic shop. To help the current mechanics and restaurants that are open, right? Because as of right now, we have one restaurant in the city, one mechanic in Roxwood.
This is true.
Very far apart. But for the people that are in Polito, Roxwood area, if Burger Shot's open, that's a long drive, especially if you're pretty hungry, right? So we definitely want to get a more localized restaurant open up there, as well as a mechanic shop down here. And I'll pass it over to our Department of Transportation on that.
Is he gonna speak now? Transportation.
Hello everyone, again it's Ethan.
Wait, is it
kind of to touch
transportation?
up on what Deacon recently just said.
Would it not
When
be-
it comes to all businesses, I will be mainly focusing on assisting him with mechanic shops and the dealerships. I believe we are working on getting a specialist for all restaurants, but I'm not going to touch on that. I'm going to focus purely on
Specialist.
what I am knowledgeable on with my time up in Roxwood. I definitely have seen issues where people have been coming up to my mechanic shop saying that they've tried ordering at maybe the wrong mechanic shop just because they've gone for convenience, not realizing, our systems are completely different to the systems that they've attempted to go to.
This is true.
And as soon as we get elected, I'm hopeful. We have a great group of people here. I'm not going to comment on the other party. I'm not here to slander. I'm here to speak the truth, speak to the people. When we are elected, I will get people the correct training. All get complete training from myself on how all the systems work, a full rundown of everything they need to know.
Oh, he wants to personally train the
I'll just
restaurants.
try and
That's
set them up
the
as
mechanics.
correctly as
That's
I can
a
so
good
it's
point.
smooth. It's optional for
That's a strong point.
City, the Sandy area, and then also Roxwood. I'm not trying to waste any time. I feel like day one
That's
will be
not
a
bad,
very,
actually.
very hectic day, very
Nervous
stressful
guy,
day for
relatable?
the whole party.
It's
but,
relatable, just in
we've
this
got-
situation,
He
you
can
know?
have a little bit of stage fright, but he's got a big brain inside that little head of his. I definitely have faith in the man to pull through. When it comes to other things, I'm going to touch on a little bit more transportation. I will be potentially looking at increasing prices on certain things. Again, for balancing off the economy, making sure that everything is in the correct balance. To say, I'm not going to make estimates. I'm going to just go ahead and say the facts of I don't know what the books are going to look like. I don't know how it's going to be. I'm just going to go in there, my head straight, do the best for the people, and then obviously, again, I'll answer any questions after this whenever you guys have any. I'll keep it short because I'm wasting a lot of people's time right now. I do not want to be like Deacon get stuck in a little loop in his little brain. So,
A good candidate
if
will
you guys have any
put good
questions, I'll
people
have to
around
answer
them.
Any question you can get, anything I might have
This is
missed
true.
out,
That's
so
a
I'm
good
gonna
point,
step away now.
Sausage. That's a good point. Very good point.
Thank you, Ethan. To follow on, day one is going to be pretty hectic. Like he explained, we don't know the budget. We don't have any of the numbers, right? All we could do is promise you that we will try, and we
Lock in, dude.
we want to get businesses
Nervous
to
leaders
you,
worrisome.
the people. You guys have faced a tragedy, and your pockets are hurting. You're trying to afford to live. We want to make this an affordable place to live, and that starts by getting money in your pockets, so you can buy houses, so you can buy cars, right? And then afford to eat, afford to get your car repaired when needed, get gas. So that it's a very important part of our economy is businesses and development. And I truly believe that this team behind me is
I'm
great.
waiting for the beef. The beef
and
is
we
where
will
it's going to
get
be
the job
fun.
done.
Watching them beef each other is where it's going to be at.
I appreciate it. Okay. Let's take some questions from the floor about this on businesses. Now, make sure your question is about businesses.
Oh, here goes.
Okay, do the team want to go?
Oh, here goes. This is where the
Someone
beef's
bring
going to
them up?
begin. Put it like this. This is a good angle.
Bob. There you go.
Mr. Frapples. Wait, I thought he was part of someone's party.
Okay, this is for the People Party. With regard to decision making, you said that you've chosen the best team possible. But last night you changed team members, you know, your deputy mayor and your social development councillor. How can we rely on you to make the proper decisions for businesses whenever you can't make the proper decisions for what team members you want in your party?
Oh, spicy.
Okay, so what?
I don't think this question is per se business related, but I do say that the people that have left the People's Party, they left for personal reasons. It had nothing to do with my judgment. I still think that they would be great in their role, but ultimately they left for personal reasons. I would not like to explain.
Why? No, you should have said something else.
It's not my place to say why, or
you should have used it to his advantage to be like they weren't appropriate or something.
If you're still up, yeah. If you're
So
still
you think you will make the correct decisions whenever it comes to small businesses and their development?
Yes, small businesses are going to make up a lot of our, flowing economy. So with small businesses around the city, gas station owners, mall owners, foundry, farm, a lot of people are going to make this economy great.
Make the economy great
with
again.
Our small business owners. And I'd like my deputy mayor to step in.
Hello there. Is that Bob?
It is, yes.
I appreciate your question, Bob. Let's put it this way. As an individual who not only elevated the Red Line Club myself, but seeing people behind me who understood both how my business operated and how other businesses have operated since we've all returned to town, and the fact that my
Surprised no
business
one's asking
eventually
more about
climbed to the
real
point where
estate?
it was a full-on casino and entertainment
not the
venue that
question
brought in
yet.
people from the entire state.
Have it, can you program in random events like internet going down? There's already things.
As far
Don't worry.
as the effects of the economy on a business and how the business itself can affect the economy of its employees and the economy of its customers. That leads me to believe that I'm capable of assisting in those decisions. Nate depends on all of us to do that. And with Crocs behind me being a more recent business owner, having the information and the understanding of how it's operating from a mechanic side of things, and the fact that Deacon has been...
Yeah, there's
if I'm not
already
mistaken,
plans for them.
Haven't you worked for me before, Deacon?
There is plans for them.
Yeah, Deacon was one of my employees as well, and it got to the point where I trusted him with making decisions in my absence, and the casino absolutely flourished. I don't know exactly how much money we made in casino chips, but as far as our funding is concerned, we were a multi-million-dollar business within a couple of weeks of starting. As far as helping people develop business plans and supporting them in getting those businesses up and running, we're absolutely prepared to do that and make decisions based on their necessities. As we've discussed previously during the course of this debate, we understand necessity versus luxury, and we will assist with those necessities to make sure that they can develop luxury on their own. It comes to the point where they're making enough money, and with the taxes that they pay, we're able to continue supporting them and improve the nature of business.
Yeah, that will be
for
more
those
down the
business
line
operators,
because it's
for
new.
their employees, and for the customers that are coming to them on a daily basis.
Okay.
I'm more curious to see how the
Nice. Next up.
heroes of questions.
All right, hello everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I just well, it's pretty much what Bob said. I'm just gonna follow up with the question. So with that in mind, will it be possible to schedule a meeting to formally present our proposal and to clarify our business plan to all the parties?
Yeah. Am I able to pop in on this one? So, of course, to be very frank, we are unaware of exactly what businesses we will be able to fund from the get-go. As soon as we are in a position, so as soon as we have taken office, we will be open for meetings, which projects such as new business developments for yourself are available. So you would be able to make a meeting with either myself or Ryan behind me, at which you would present your business plan. One of the main stipulations we have is that the business must be viable. It mustn't like interfere with the other businesses, so it mustn't cut out like another business that should.
Odzak, you don't need to watch, brother. It's a new server, brother. You what? That is such a weird comment to make. It's boring, bro. There's so much more action than there ever has been.
You're more than welcome at
Like,
like
what?
with ourselves. At which point it follows the exact same process as projects for PD and EMS does. You'll have a meeting with myself, the deputy.
It's literally a new update. It takes a few weeks to set off.
And then any other business or individual that's concerned.
When it's a new server, it takes a while to kick off. The old server was like dead, bro. It just takes time to kick off, and once things kick off, it will be fucking packed.
And how we can support yourself.
We build up to it, you know. We build up to it.
I would like to hear the other party as well, so I can also decide my vote if you guys don't mind.
How do I get rid of this?
The fuck?
It's okay. Tony Hawk's over here is going to answer your question in a sec.
Tony Hawk's, bro.
Get it off.
I'll be right back, Jenkins.
Tony Hawk's, bro.
You got this, brother.
Sorry. I bought a skateboard recently.
But yeah, it just takes time to kick off. You know.
But yes, to answer your question, anytime you want a meeting, whether it's about businesses or not, my office will always be open. But as far as business concerned, creating these new businesses with business plans,
the mayor, the mayor control.
Will be able to contact us, sit down with us if needed. Sorry, that skateboard really threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. It's not expecting that.
You got assaulted by a skateboard.
We want to be transparent with everybody, right? So when it comes to these businesses, we will look at each business equally to make the best determination of each business owner. And if that's between, you know, my business department,
I also have an opinion.
Transportation.
I'm not saying you're not right to opinion. I'm just saying, it's 80K. Is that it? Like roll back an update it's a bit of a silly comment because it's a new update. It takes time to kick off. It's a wipe.
To the best of our ability.
We don't have a new red line. At the start of V3, we didn't have a red line for weeks.
All right, thank you, and good luck to both.
I think months even we didn't have a red line.
Thank you.
Thanks for your question.
It just takes time. All of it takes time.
We'll take a couple more questions and then we'll talk about the next section.
All right, Mr. Wolfenstein, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You mentioned you wanted to enforce a minimum and maximum percentage that the gas stations can set their prices at. How do you intend to keep that in check?
So, I mean, basically, it includes an enforcement team. So we will have, you know, the ability for any citizen to report stations that are reporting prices. We're very aware of the cost of import fuel. We can check that quite easily. So it will be very, very obvious when a petrol station is charging either above or below these limits. Now, I understand people's concerns when they're like, well, what do we mean below the limits? We want to ensure that, you know, all businesses are kept on an equal level, and we're not having, you know, people undercutting others to the point where no one is able to make any income. So we are having enforcement teams. We will have people check, but it is also, you know, the public can report stations that are overcharging.
So he wants to enforce station prices?
Support those who have been overcharged, and work with the DOJ.
I wonder, isn't that going to fuck people over though?
And whether that's in form of financial compensation they return, or other penalties, it is, you know, yet to be discussed.
That's going to be an interesting thing.
Exactly what would happen, but we would ensure that there are some penalties in order to ensure everything's kept fair, affordable for everyone, but also viable for the businesses.
Right, thank you.
Is that it?
That is it.
Appreciate it.
Oh no, it's still going.
Okay, let's bring up these last kind of three over this side and then...
Hello?
Hello, sir, what is your question?
Information.
Alright, so my question is for Mr. Blake.
Yeah, it's more like lore building. It's one of those lore building streams, you know?
When you with prices and stuff, when you like upcharge on your mall and get the prices high in there.
That is literally my fucking question. Beautiful.
What did he say?
When it comes to the mall,
15 grand when the CMX for 10.
Well, actually, if you would look at my prices today, they've changed. As a new business owner, I'm changing prices daily to, you know, kind of help.
Because he realized he charged too much.
Honestly, it was brought to my attention, you know, I heard concerns about my pricings, and I've actually lowered everything in my mall. I mean, it's $30 for a power set, and or $20, something like $30 for a power cell, oil.
But then is he going to raise it again when it's like
and
after a bit of time?
As
You know,
a new business owner, I kind of had to figure out price. You know, it's something new to me, owning a business, right? And I want to see it flourish. You know, I want to see the economy grow.
That's a good point.
But
He wants to see his business flourish. That's smart. Smart thing. That's a smart thing to say.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, public speaking's not my strong suit. I'm not gonna lie.
A nervous man is a genuine man.
In a short answer, right? I'm a new business owner. Prices will change, and just like our economy is going to change.
To unseen French seller.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take time. ATK.
Right,
It's going to take time because it's new. It's new, you know.
I'm still trying to figure out fair prices.
It's a new server.
Because this is all new to me, and as well as other business owners. Other business owners are trying to figure out
because it's all new. It will take a while.
To make sure that they're.
But it'll get there.
They're able to buy more stock, right? And you know, as long as we can keep them all up and going, whether I'm making $1 profit or $100 profit.
I'm worried about his price. He charges a lot of money for his stuff.
So I have lowered my prices to answer your question. Now, in the future, you know, the more I build the relationships, the prices will come down, right? But it'll only take time. It's been, I've owned them all for about a week now, so I'm still learning the ropes on. But you know, in short term, I think it'll be a very profitable business, but you know, we wanna keep the prices fair for the people.
Okay.
Interesting.
Thank you.
It'll be interesting to see what he says next. That's corruptions if he's looking out for himself. I mean, not really, because he's talking about his business, not about the government.
Hello.
So he's not talking about, you know what I mean, corruption and the.
I have a question for both parties.
You need to use a microphone, Echo.
Oh.
You need to use a microphone.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Yep. My name is Echo, and I have a question for both parties.
Oh God, this is gonna be about Labubu's or some bullshit.
And recently, I've had a confrontation with Seth because he said he would not and absolutely will never have coffee at Burger Shot. Well, this is just absurd, and I was wondering from each candidate what you're gonna do to fix the depletion and scarcity of coffee in the city.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll step in first. Oh, yeah, you can go ahead, Nick.
I can't hear you.
I think that's Jimmer. That's probably not going to be a thing because
getting
it's
new products is an important part of our.
It's basically
economy,
robbing oil. It's not. You can't do that.
Figure out what those products are. So honestly, you saying that you'd like to see coffee on shelves or in restaurants is very important. This is, you know, kind of our statement behind the people. We want to hear the concerns of the citizens and help
open a coffee shop, Echo. She should, shouldn't she? This is absurd.
So we definitely want to look into.
She wants her coffee, bro.
To get coffee.
She wants her coffee.
We need to look at getting it, you know, imported in and things like that.
Is that it?
Okay.
Is that it? Hey, perfect.
How
Thank you. So,
about you, Mr. Clean?
Mr.
Clean. Thank you. I have been referred to as Mr. Clean in the past. I think I could do just a few TV commercials. So, you know, Seth is on our side within our council here. But to quickly note,
Echo being Echo,
when it
yeah.
comes to Burger Shot, of course, as a fast food chain, they're already
asking the
struggling to
tough
keep up with
questions.
the current menu, hence
She
the
asking the
reason
tough
they
questions
haven't
out
put
here.
coffee in. I believe there are
Coffee
many
rights matter.
caffeine fans out there, myself included, and we need to ensure that those people are treated and given the caffeine they respect, but in a more caffeine-based environment. So the intention is as we move forward that these restaurants are specialized and each place can have its own key aspects. If Burger Shop was to do coffee, if we had a cafe, why would someone go to the cafe when they can go for Burger Shop for everything? So ensuring that each business has its own specialized menu to ensure that everyone has a reason to go there is a really important thing. So yes, we will probably see coffee at some point.
It's more.
But that would probably be.
Yeah, I mean it's
cafe
new.
as
It'll
opposed to
get there eventually. It's just time. It just needs to take its time, you know.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus
problem,
Christ, you
thank you.
both can waffle about coffee.
I love coffee.
Okay. So, before we close the business segment, does either party want to make any comments or have any questions for the other party?
Yes, I do.
Oh, here we go. Beef.
So I think you've heard from both of us in terms of how we plan to develop businesses. I would like to point within our party, not only have we successfully managed a business over the last half a decade at this point, but we've also got we've got a large amount of experience in what it takes to govern said businesses. I'm very aware of the businesses the other party have run, specifically the mall. I know there was concerns with pricing, but the pricing was publicly available. I'll make an example. A pickaxe was purchasable for $4,000. The opposing party made the decision to sell that for $8,500. Any civilian could go to Util and visibly see the existing price and buy it for $5,000.
That's slander.
So it's not slander, sir. It's facts. Okay. So, okay, yes, he may have had an experience running the business, but he's also not put forward the time.
Sabotage, what the fuck?
To check existing prices. So, I would take you to keep that in account. The other part. Mr. Callahan has confirmed that within his previous candidacy, he had to put a stop to funding on other businesses that were using it where there was bias. For example, the casino had taken money to fund its promotions. This was not viable to other companies. No other company was given permission by the government to fund their own promotions, okay?
The fuck?
Our aim as a candidacy is to ensure that all businesses are given equal and fair opportunity to vibe, to ensure every business has an opportunity to be profitable, and to ensure every single person has a right to work at a business and protect those people. Okay? We ensure everything will be kept fair, be kept even.
He did throw fucking shade at them, which is nice.
Every single station, every single mall will be monitored and kept fair and within legal price ranges, and ensuring that they do not cover and overcharge compared to local competitors.
Okay, and any retort back? Anything you want to mention on what was stated by Mr. Wolfenstein?
So I would like to go back to what I said a little bit earlier. I have looked at mall prices, right? I am a new business owner, as many of you are sitting here. Now, my prices have been adjusted. Now, I would like to add, you know, you talk about my high pricing at the mall, which has been adjusted. But the monopoly you have in Sandy, I heard it was $12 to buy a gallon of gas, while you could go get it down the street for $4.
Here you go, shots fired back.
Around at the moment. Here we go. All right.
Mayor,
so
conduct the question, are we?
No, yeah. In relation to the petrol station, so of course, yes, we do have 3 stations up in Sandy. I think every single person here who owns a petrol station knows within the last week that petrol prices to import have changed 4 or 5 times. Our prices, as much as possible, have reflected the prices here in the city, except for when the prices change without our acknowledgement. For instance, yesterday there's a
The thing of Harry Sausage is he's already been mayor before, so he knows like what to ask.
There is no way any business could sell fuel for $5 at that point in time and remain profitable. If you expect us to hemorrhage money, then, you know, be my guest, but I don't expect any other petrol station or any other mall here to hemorrhage and lose money because other stations are doing that.
I mean, losing's one thing, but taking advantage.
I would also like to add that I know Zach here wants to chime in, so I'll keep it. But if you go look at the Sandy Mall, my prices are comparatively a lot cheaper.
You're doing the wrong decision, bro. Don't beef his mall.
They are a lot higher at the Sandy Mall than in the.
He's trying to throw him under the bus.
Just on the Sandy Mall prices, I would just like any civilian here after the past week who's interacted with either store, I think you're very aware that this is not the case. We'll even take the self-revive kits. Up to 2 days ago, they were selling for 12,000 in the City Mall, 10,000 at the hospital. We've been selling them immediately at 7.5. So I don't appreciate that. There is no factual basis. But yeah, Fox, carry on.
On the subject of factual basis, would you mind repeating the statement that you made in regards to the casino?
Right. So Mr. Callahan had to end a relationship that you had with the previous mayor, who provided funding for you to promote your business through the means of podium vehicles and other items which was not available to any other business.
Right, and at what point in
Oh,
time, which
beef, beef,
vehicle
beef,
was it
beef.
that was actually provided by the government to support promoting my business? Because I don't recall this ever having happened.
No specific vehicle was provided, it was funding provided.
What funding was provided for that vehicle, and which vehicle was it?
Every single vehicle that was held before Callahan, as I specifically said, there is no specific vehicle that was provided.
Oh,
Instead,
beef, beef,
funding
beef, beef,
was
beef.
provided so that you could promote your business. At this point, I'm not mentioning that they provided a specific vehicle. I'm simply mentioning that you provided income and value and money to promote your business, which no other business was provided. Now, granted,
Beef!
that is nothing against you. That is simply a fact.
I must state, just to be very specific, if you don't actually have a specific receipt, you don't have a transaction record that you can publicly display here, this feels a little bit like it's a fabrication, and I don't appreciate it because I never
they're
received
beefing. I
public
love it.
funding to promote my
Yes!
business. I paid for almost everything that happened at the casino out of my own pocket. The
Beef!
one case that I can recall is donations, as far as vehicles to the podium are concerned, from members of the public who wanted to either A, get rid of a car, or B, wanted to see something happening at the casino when funding was in fact running short. Mr. K, as a matter of fact, stepped forward and did so. And if Mr. Callahan has a record, I'm going to need information about that record because that record would have been falsified. I spent millions of dollars of my own money.
So I'm going to let Mr. Callahan take over this point because he was the one who directly dealt with the specific incident. As said, this is something that was brought to my attention and I believe should be made aware to everyone else and is not something we intend on doing. As said, everything should be kept fair. I'll let him take over.
Please, Mr. Callahan.
Fox going full
I'm turn
Karen.
your mic on, Callahan.
Yeah, speaking helps too, man.
God
right,
damn.
speaking does help. Okay, guys, I think Dementia's here.
Mm.
Come on, man, you can do it.
Don't worry, Megamind. I
He's
believe
still
in
struggling?
Is he
Oh,
okay?
yeah, who's
Okay,
gonna be
Callahan, I'm
leading
gonna
us?
have to
Holy
push you.
shit, man.
Callahan? Oh no, this is gonna be bad point.
Oh, Callahan?
Yeah, we should just vote for
No
Nate.
shit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, listen.
Nate's got a whole team.
I think just
No, he is talking. What's going on?
Oh,
It's the microphone broken.
are you good?
What do you
No.
want me to do?
I thought the income was bad. Ballet.
Yeah, I thought the was bad. Holy shit, this guy's
Yeah,
fucking freezing
God
over here.
damn.
It's the mic.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, the
microphone,
mic's
huh?
working.
Yeah, the mic was working.
You
There.
had it.
Man, the mayor can't figure out how to run a microphone. I guess he can't figure out how to run a stage.
Gonna try and use this
I already proved he couldn't do that, man.
Fuck, man.
That's right. Sorry about that little bit technical difficulties. Yeah, at the time you had a very cushy deal done with the then president, where the state was picking up the cost of the vehicles. You were taking it out of the taxation that was being applied to the business. This was a deal that no other business was able to avail of in the city. Actually, the standing rule of the businesses at the time was that no businesses or their promotions was paid for or funded by the state. This was something that came to my attention that I brought to an end in the middle of my term, if you recall this.
I don't
I
recall,
also
honestly.
recall
Now, one thing I
you
do
giving power to
recall, and I'll
Bennett,
address
but-
this one publicly, considering the fact that we were guaranteed almost on every single vehicle to lose money and it was considered a business expense, it's not really a promotion. We did not make profit from but two vehicles. In
But you were
fact, we
putting the
often lost
vehicles,
hundreds of
it was
thousands of
to
dollars.
promote the business because you were putting them on the wheel to draw attention. That's exactly what a promotion is.
I would ask the entire audience, how many of you came to the casino if there wasn't a car on the vehicle, on the podium?
Me, I want to gamble. I want to gamble.
Okay,
Thank you,
Big
Jenkins.
gambling
Appreciate your
addict.
support.
Okay, I appreciate.
Oh
I
my
appreciate
God.
the points, and thank you, ex-president Widerhan or whatever your name is now. Anyway, okay, this is what's going to happen, guys. We're going to have a quick intermission so Burger Shot can go restock some food for you guys, and then when we come back, we're going to do quick fire questions, and that means people like you, Fox, you're going to have to give quick, witty answers, and not something that's going to put us to sleep. Now, as we do this,
Beef.
as we do this, we're also going to make sure that both parties can give some retorts to both sides.
Wait, does that mean general questions are about to happen?
Yes, general questions. So once we come back from intermission, You guys can ask any question you want to both parties. Questions should be focused. And both parties will be able to answer, and both parties will be able to retort with each other. I mean, if you're gonna ask what underwear they're wearing, Kendrick, we don't want to hear it.
Harry.
Yeah, no worries. Come here, mate.
Harry.
Just a quick announcement from
Henry.
TV Studios. The front doors will be unlocked. If you choose to leave, you will be researched upon entry. Thank you.
Oi, 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 oi.
Question for
Big
what?
beef. HK is getting sassy. He is.
There you go.
It's good. I think it's fine.
Now, just so we can get some food in, and then you'll have all the time to ask any questions you want.
Can I get 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, and a number 7 extra dip?
Okay. Okay. Interesting. What was it? They said something which is not going to happen. I forget.
I need to ask him something.
Yeah,
punctuation really
matters. Fine, can you come down? Oh, he's coming up.
Hey.
Hey-o. How's it been? Have you found it?
Intermission now, and then we'll get
Good. You got any questions or anything?
I'm just testing this microphone. Is this working?
It is.
Callahan, I think your dementia kicked in.
That's why it's forever known.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
My dad took back.
Who's your father?
Snowy.
Oh.
You good, Miller?
Yes, I'm chilling. How you doing?
Good. Fuck, Bet is gone.
I think it's
Finally.
I think it's.
Oh, it's figuring out what to do with all this shit.
I was saying,
We gotta get to the moon.
I mean, the moon's there. There's a facility there. Solar powered, so it's on.
Yeah.
Just getting the rockets off again and shit.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna totally do.
I guess a rocket is transportation.
Oh God. What are you looking at?
Right?
Can you check the wiring, man? Like, someone's fiddling with it.
What wiring?
On the microphone.
I just
man.
used
This is
it.
Crazy. I know. I'm really putting you like.
I think Callahan
Have you
doesn't know how to
found it?
press buttons.
Oh, you used the other one. It was fine.
I think.
Oh, Larry.
I think dementia. You know why? You have to walk away from it, disconnect in case he probably wrongly connected. If you walk away, it disconnects you with the cable.
Have you been doing that? Have you found it?
On what? Interesting.
Yeah.
There are some points I forget you both brought up that are wrong. Like you're not able to do. I forgot which though. My dementia's kicking in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it that's like.
I
we don't
probably know
exactly
import
what we can
prices
do.
of stuff.
No, that's fine. You can.
Even for mechanics?
I mean, we also
Oh,
only know
that.
so much,
Like
right?
how much mechanics pay for parts?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not sure.
We also only know so much. So we have
Exactly, which is normal. I mean, it's fine. So you know, it's a new beginning.
Can't make any false promises then.
Nope.
That's it.
I don't know.
We're
Somebody
gonna
said something, and I was like,
legalize
wait, that's not a thing. But I forget what it was.
Yeah, I'm just reading what's up on my the manifesto. I
Jerk
made,
and
so
jarger.
if you read that, then you should be alright.
I've been busy, man. I've been busy.
Did you see my manifesto?
Sadly, no. I like looked. Like you know when you're walking by and you see a flyer in the in an underground or something.
Ow, give me
Why
a
the
present.
fuck did you give me this?
His name's Jeffrey. Look after him.
That's a hell of a throw.
That was a
man.
fucking good throw.
He just threw Jeffrey.
You can go
Man's been
ahead.
a burger shop with those skills.
I have 24 more of them.
What the fuck? This guy's in your party.
What? You used to say criminal.
He has a snail
wrong with
collection, for
representing
Christ's
snails?
sake.
You guys all good on food? I think Angel came around here.
Yeah,
Good.
Who the fuck gave me a snail?
Fucking, who do you think, Seth?
Jesus.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking look, have some of my flies. Do you want a fly?
See, where's
I don't want your
Nice?
flies. I want my Gerald back.
Everything good over here? You got briefed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do say the venue looks great.
Oh yeah.
However,
gorgeous.
I would also like to apologize for my tardiness. I had a bit of an emergency.
That's fine. I briefed the team on like the powers and stuff you get to do.
We go
Yeah.
through shit, we access it, we control everything.
The what?
Unstoppable. Wait, what? No, nothing. No, I
God,
started. No,
Christ.
I started.
If you want to charge Dominator $1 million, you technically could.
I will. I mean, I won't.
wow.
That would be terrible.
Interesting.
Wait, where are the
I know where my vote's going.
Wait, he said he's got 2 mil. He's too rich for him.
You have $2 million? Wait,
he made 2 mil, so we're trucking or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, I mean I've made $2 million.
How the fuck have you made $2 million?
These people are fucking nerds.
I truck a lot.
A lot, bro. How many miles?
Like 2,400.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Look, I've been using this sample a lot, bro. You know, the grind that I've put into trucking is the grind that I'm willing to put into the civ.
I mean, you should say that in your speech.
What the fuck are they throwing shit?
You should literally say, you know, as an entrepreneur, you made $2 million fucking dollars. Like that would have been something I'd have brought up.
I mean, I wish Harry hadn't cut me off when he did, because obviously we needed to break for the intermission. But honestly, I wanted to be like, okay, so are we going to talk about Harmony getting tax refunds?
All I'm going to say is that you know you still got time, right? There's an opening question. You can question each other.
Oh yeah, I'm going to ask. So, did you end the tax refunds to Harmony, and how about the ones that were given to the dealerships to do raffle cars, because they got to write those cars off as tax write-offs, and their employees happen to be the ones winning the cars more often than not?
I don't know if Wolfenstein was mayor when.
No, he wasn't. That was a question for Callahan, because it's like, Callahan, you want to talk smack? I was not the only one, but you're making it look like I was. You dirty bastard. Good political move.
The fact he was a criminal. Like he made many deals with explosive devices for me personally.
What?
I just wonder if, you know, I know they have 3 previous mayors over there, but if the mayor candidate didn't think he could do the job, I guess that's why he got the other mayor.
I mean, if you want the personal opinion, I mean, Larry Miller, ex-Takeover member, can vouch for that. We did a lot of dodgy shit. Harry Callahan sold me fucking sticky bombs and explosive devices on a handful of times to bank robberies. Like, if we want to dig up the past, we can dig up the past, and I'll go there if they continue to go there.
I'd say if they dig up,
that was why they were in office. You know, they were in office in that time.
I'm just gonna put Crocs on the podium for the rest of the.
If they start going off, bro, put me up there. I'll set some flames to the building. I'm okay.
We should call you our
Let's
bulldog.
spice things up.
Yeah.
No, better yet, you're our pit bull.
Yeah. I'm here to little pit bull. Alright, we're gonna make everything great.
I must say, my thing
We've
is,
got plans.
what about,
I haven't made
you know,
plans
what
for no
about,
reason.
What about when they get in office? They just, you know, go inactive. We never, you know, never see them again.
There's one thing I can't say about Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein was very, very around.
He was a very good man. He was a very good man, I will be honest.
I'll tell you, the competition is rough.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm looking forward to this. I feel like it's gonna be good. But in my opinion, guys, if they're gonna ask us questions that are, you know, exposing or, you know, dark or in nature, they're trying to make us look bad, that's when we fire back. Answer the question and then go, and on that same note, how about this thing that you did?
Yeah.
Let's not take the first bite, but not be defensive either.
We go for public opinion, and if they start
Not
firing
gonna lie.
shots, we fire shots back. But I think focus on public opinion, get have like high chance of getting votes up. And I think we really need to push something like after this campaign to kind of get
right.
people voting for us.
I'll leave you to. Make a rule. You're not. No, I mean it's fine bringing up the past. It's part of the story to just not have charges for any of these.
That's wild.
Hello.
Okay, good luck to both. So yeah, I'll tell you the same.
What? Me? What?
So, we're going to do the final section, which is we're going to get the audience to quickfire questions, and they're going to give quickfire answers from both sides. And both sides, if they smell bullshit on the other side, they're going to call it out.
Yeah. I'll say, you know, quickfire questions never work. It's going to be long fire questions.
Oh,
It's going to be long barrel.
Yeah. We'll keep it snappy.
Murphy, we need to talk about the hairstyle, man.
Brother, it's been a while.
We need to talk about this. What is going on?
I feel like he's like.
I feel like you've fallen apart since we were.
You have no idea what I've been through, man.
You two heard what's coming out next week?
Fucking bet, man. Fuck bet.
We're getting a fucking rap dropped. All right, we hired some rappers. They're
I'm sorry, what? You're getting a diss track?
We're getting a rap song, yeah.
Oh my god.
We're getting a Monday.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're about to drop the hottest track of the year.
I mean, I can't believe you're getting a diss track.
Rappers in the town, but you know, yeah, we're getting fucking. No, it's not. I don't think it's a diss track. I think it's just a track.
That's what they all say until it's a diss track.
Until it is a diss track.
The hottest tape of the year is about to like kind of go.
Hottest tape of the year.
I think it's the only tape of the year so far.
No,
I think it's the only tape of the year at the moment.
I don't. There is one. Is there?
Oh,
it was taken off the stores.
No, it's off the shelves.
It's not. It's still there.
I've got it.
Yeah, don't play it. Do not touch that, please.
Okay. Let me.
I'm trying to screw you over right now.
Right.
No.
It's okay. I
No,
might,
it's not
you
okay.
know,
It's not
I
okay.
might suplex you.
Right here.
Look at it, is there?
Yeah. That's what I was like.
Take
Okay,
myself
well
out,
we
I'll
are.
take you lot down with me.
The hottest track of the year comes out on
Fuck.
Monday, so you know. You just got to figure out how we can. Can I talk to the Supreme Judge about getting it released on all platforms?
What?
How do
you have a label?
I mean, how the fuck can they make a label? I mean, he does have a manager.
Labels will be something you're able to make.
Okay,
Not
but how
immediately,
do
but
we
that's
get it
probably
out
next
before
month.
Then?
Oh well, you can't do it yet then.
Before?
The what?
So we got a song that's coming out next week.
Well,
How
there's
do
no
we get it
label,
out
is there? So where are you gonna?
Why are you releasing a song when no label?
There's no
Because it
no
needs to be out
record.
before the elections. It's like a jingle.
I wonder how you're gonna do that though.
No,
That's
no,
gonna
post
publish
it. Post it on Trendy. We'll just
That's a
mass
good idea. We'll
repost
just
it.
trend it. Yeah. I like it.
We'll
Jesus
just fill their For You
Christ.
page. We'll mass repost it.
That's smart thinking.
Wolfenstein, you got a few fucking wrinkles on your forehead.
You can't
Okay,
fucking talk.
What do you mean?
Are you in your
Seth,
late
I fucking
80s?
trained you, bitch.
Not very
Oh, there you
fucking well,
go.
clearly.
No, you're just your own fucking problem. I'll tell you how much.
There you go. There you
Jesus,
go.
you're
How
old.
are you then?
You tanked my career.
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm good. I just been through
Get
shit.
yourself sat down because you will get kicked out.
Oh, there we go.
Worst cop I ever did see, right?
Everyone.
Yeah, that's why you're no longer commissioner.
But he stepped
Wow,
down.
wow, what the fuck?
He stepped down though. That's different.
Yeah, because he couldn't set up. He couldn't step up.
Shit.
Step up any further. He was a commissioner.
Yeah,
How
never
do you
know.
step up any further than a commissioner?
I don't see you going anywhere. You're working in a burger joint.
I own the burger joint.
Are you being
I own it.
Go on,
Huh?
go sit down. You're being horrible again.
No. I'm kind of worried about what you think about businesses if you think you own it.
I do own it.
Yeah.
You own Burger Shot. You hear that? I'm going to bring up some questions. Why does your party think he owns a business?
Yeah.
Seth, I got a question to the mic after.
That's fine. Just come here once.
What do you want?
You're banned from Burger Shop premises.
All right. Nice. I can't wait for my question now. And I know who I'm voting for.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, Wolfenstein, just so you know, I ain't voting for you now. Congratulations. Thanks, Seth.
Okay.
It's there's a lot of people around.
Oh.
Oh, God, I want to sneeze. Ah!
I would like to apologize for this, Rose. I'm really
It's
sorry
Seth.
for the
Seth.
behavior.
Seth.
I know.
Oh,
But
no,
you
he's
know
cooked.
Seth.
He just banned me from Burger Shot and also said he owns a business.
But you know Seth.
Yeah, I do.
Seth has tiny little brain with tiny little heart.
Yeah,
with tiny
and guess
little
what? I'm going to bring it up on a mic.
That is okay. That is okay. You have all the right to do so. I just wanted to apologize for
Except
my
you're,
party,
I mean, you're
because his
apologizing.
actions with the business are not going to matter in due time because he will be removed.
Wow.
I think, obviously, the mechanic, same thing. We are going to get people in charge that know what they're doing, that are passionate, and they'll be handling everything correctly.
I don't know who you are, but you're banned from EMS as well.
Excuse me?
There.
What the fuck? Rude.
You're welcome.
There you go.
What the fuck is going on around here? Jesus Christ.
What is that?
What am I looking
It's the human chain.
Jesus Christ. If that man sounds like he has the IQ of 3.
How do you use like that whole like?
Nah, it was all the same. I thought there'd be something cool back
Dude,
there.
why do you have no shoes?
Why are you getting so nosy, dude?
I'm just asking. You're a pretty loud mouth here, man talking of no shoes.
Listen, man. Big feet. You know what that means.
Please enlighten me.
So strong.
Have you ever walked a mile with your dogs out before, huh?
I guess on the beach.
What the fuck?
There you go. Then you should know how free and fulfilling that feels.
You're walking in other people's trash, probably.
I've also walked in the sewers before too. You don't know what
So
I've
you
done
mean
in
you
my
trespassed in sewers?
Everyone ready?
No, I fell down there.
Right. What are you, Batman?
No, it's more like a ninja turtle.
He's green, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with the hair.
Oh
Jeez.
no, that's why we call
Okay,
him
we're just waiting on
Tingle.
one who can't hold his bladder.
No, I don't.
God damn.
Wolfenstein, please don't piss in bottles. No,
That's
don't
gonna mean we're
throw
gonna
it
have
at
Oh,
this
Wolfenstein's
crowd.
throwing at the civilians. Oh my god! He's hurting people.
I've been assaulted.
What the fuck?
Mayor we want? A bag of piss, so...
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, is this really the mayor we want?
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Oh damn, we throwing piss bottles.
I pulled them off. I pulled them off.
Yeah. My shoulders, I've got cramp.
What the fuck? Kendrick just confirmed gout infection. Just confessed gout? What the fuck?
We appreciate your support. Type shit, type shit.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Are you good? Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey guys, it appears
EMS
that EMS have been
directors.
using their own
EMS director's violent.
What the hell?
I'm not.
What the hell?
Okay, guys, we're gonna start doing quick-fire questions. What this means,
Pew,
again,
pew,
just to
pew,
repeat, is you ask a question, these guys are gonna answer it quickly. If the other party thinks that they are being untruthful, talking out their ass, or just saying
Athena,
utter shit,
jump, you got a
then
spider.
they're gonna call them out.
Oi oi.
That'll do.
Let's go. Who's gonna be our first one?
Here
Natalie,
comes
you wanna grab
the
some
quick
more?
fire.
Yeah. Snowy.
Oh.
Snowy, come on, man.
Why does he have robot legs?
Next person, this guy with the
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my question is for what was touched on before regarding Zach and these extra funds from the government.
Oh, they're all a bit loud.
Just out of curiosity, was that during his term as vice president?
Wait, was he vice?
And if so, what's to stop him from doing that again?
From our side, I'm going to pass it on to Callahan to go over.
Okay, Callahan, remember where the button is on that microphone.
Oh my god.
Listen, there's a big button on the side of it, Callahan. Press the button.
Oh my god.
This is awkward, guys.
Can I maybe touch on this maybe?
Yeah, please.
He was just talking on it.
Here. Right. Basically, what I would like to say on this matter, this happened in the past. I think for all parties involved, it would be beneficial for us to drop this. But what I will say, I don't think it was during Mr. Fox's vice president campaign, because he would not be able to run a business and be vice president at the same time. If I'm saying that correctly. So yeah, he wasn't.
You are correct, Larry. At the time, it was not occurring, and I was never the vice president. I was the attorney general. Further to that, the mayor at the time, our president, Charlie Smith, increased my tax rates to be higher than every other business in the state.
Because the casino was making so much money.
The government made way more money off of me than they ever assisted with. And what actually happened was I was reimbursed for business expenses, though they did constitute promotions in the form of placing... Wait, what? Who yelled? Shush. In the form of me putting it in as a business expense, and I was allowed to take that out of my taxable income. But to follow up and to continue, make it simple, I am not the only business that was allowed to take promotional expenses and make them tax refundable.
Beef.
The dealerships did the same thing. I'm sorry, what was that, Snowy? I couldn't hear you. Your microphone's not on.
3 years and was never allowed to do that. Yep, there you go, and Eduardo too. Yeah.
I didn't say every other business. I said other businesses.
So I would just like to quickly note as well, in terms of the higher tax rate, from the inception of the government, it was standard that any business that was making the largest amount of money, they were treated with a higher tax rate to keep things, fair and have a, substantial.
There you go. I mean, he was making so much money.
The more money a business made, the more income it had, which of course you're going to get with a casino. The higher tax rate you're going to have. That is just fact. That isn't because it was you. That was because the business had more cash coming in. I'm going to let Seth quickly go on the rest, but that's about.
I have a rebuttal though. The issue is
Sorry, just 1 second. Very quick and short. I'm just going to relay what Callahan just said. He's having trouble with the mic. He said yes, you was the only business that was receiving no subsidies. That is all.
Yeah, my question, just in short though, was what's it going to be in place to stop you from doing the same thing, just profiting and not benefiting the city instead?
Firm explanations as to what anyone wants to consider to be a tax deduction. If it is not a properly explained tax deduction and is not clearly listed, then it will not be granted.
From our side as well, being completely transparent with all expenses, so being transparent on what tax is being paid by each business, what the income is there, as well as then the finances behind each of these businesses. I think the main.
If you have a Supreme Court, you need blah 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 blah. I mean, it's
it's
role play, brother. We're not going to have it one-to-one accurate, you know.
Being purchased.
You missed enough. You might want to restart the stream, Jerry.
The business owner says this is the amount we make. Is the case that it is
A lot has been
immediately
said.
taxed upon the purchase of any item. So there is going to be no form of a tax deduction, and instead it will be factored into the price itself of the item based off of the ingredients and the specific tools and materials used.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Let's go.
Okay, let's see what's said next.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out a way to keep this short. So certain stores exist in this town for a reason due to, let's say, the Second Amendment. Okay, I go over to ammunition. I can't even buy a baseball bat or anything like that. I am a law-abiding citizen, have been my whole life. And those who technically have the right, according to the Second Amendment, to even purchase a firearm, let alone a baseball bat, should be legally allowed to do so according to the Second Amendment. But so far, it seems everyone is treated as though they are a criminal and they can't get so without license, special permission, all of that. How do we propose to deal with this as far as equal rights for everyone when it comes to something
what the
like this?
fuck? We're not allowing everyone to have guns. Yo, Jay with the gifted.
We're going to be working on immediately with both PD and DOJ. The reason no weapons, I believe, at this moment in time have been available to purchase is, first off, is there is no DOJ until the election, as well as the government. But also because all files in relation to previous crimes were lost, guns were held off the shelves purely for the fact that, you know, there were criminals out there who have now been completely expunged, and should they know they're getting back into crime, they would have been able to buy hundreds of firearms and stock them up. As soon as we were in office, we believe that the database
gun law's been brought.
big enough so that we can sufficiently hand
It'll be
out
interesting
gun
to see what the
licenses
gun law
to
says
those
about
who,
it.
you know, have clean records, and we can efficiently manage that. So we'll be
Yo, Jay the Gifted, bro. Appreciate it.
to make that happen.
And the super chat, mate. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He really wants a baseball bat. He really fucking
DOJ
does.
is going to be a vital part of this community. Once in office, we will get DOJ up and running, you know, so that we can get licenses to have citizens be able to protect themselves. It's hopefully going to be an easy process to get DOJ reopened.
I mean, it's going to be a slow process because you need lawyers and shit, bro.
Sorry. Apologies. I'm going to turn this over to Zach.
I just want to quickly as well note that the other party, and ourselves included, we are not in the position where we are in charge of, you know, opening and setting up DOJ. That is to be done by the Supreme Judge. We can apply input and explanation as to, you know, why we might want certain laws in place, but we are not available and able to open the DOJ ourselves and have any influence on that part. It is a completely separate entity that is there to keep us in check, and we are there to work with them to bring in these gun licenses and various other
Very good
issues.
point.
And to add to that, as far as the term that I had in office with Mr. Charlie Smith as our president, I was primarily responsible for handling the appointments and meetings for gun licensing and things of that nature. Therefore, I can say at the very least from our party's perspective, we have an active representative, at least one active representative, who is aware of an effective and clean process. Once DOJ has made the advancement of licensing available to all of us, we can further by working on importing firearms so that people will be able to purchase them from ammunition stores across the state. That is dependent on whether or not DOJ is active quickly, but we will do our best to assist them if there is anything we can do to help. However, the purview remains with them. We don't have the authority to step up to the plate and say DOJ is a thing now. It's once the Supreme Judge or Supreme Judges are ready to open DOJ to the public. Therefore, we will work with the police department to check criminal records to ensure that these firearms are not being sold to people who have
available
committed
sounds like a good
acts
way,
that
Red
would
Line
restrict
Supernodes to
them
develop into
from
chaos
having
quickly.
the right to bear
Yeah,
and keep
yeah.
a firearm. That will be decided based on
I agree.
the nature of their
It could be
crimes, not
quickly
based on the
downhill.
totality of any criminal record whatsoever.
All right, and I quickly want to touch on that. I know this is short, rapid-fire questions, but I have to bring this up. Obviously, there is some previous mayors and presidents in our party as well who have all set up even gun license outhanding. I myself personally was running as mayor as myself, and I've handed out plenty full of gun licenses. At this moment in time, we can't promise anything. We can't promise you what firearm, what class you may or may not be able to own. But that is something I think both parties are going to be working on, from what I'm hearing here today. But just knowing that, you know, we also have the same knowledge of what should and shouldn't be happening.
I love your
Interesting.
additions there, Larry. Thank you for that.
Okay, yeah, I guess that pretty much answers my question. I was more concerned about the fact that by default, the Second Amendment should grant everyone the ability without a license to do so unless they are a convicted felon or something along that line, you know, a violent criminal. It should technically be available for everybody.
I don't think he's understood.
If they want to go to ammunition, make a purchase and stuff like that, as long as the record is clean, it shouldn't be a problem or shouldn't have to wait for a license to do so. Is that a possibility of changing?
No, because you need a background check, obviously. Come on, use your common sense.
Unfortunately, that is not something within our control. But is a
Microphone!
decision made by the Supreme Judge and will not be changed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just again to hop up on that, it's obviously without an active DOJ, there's no fair way to I guess verify anyone who can hold a weapon. Obviously, the state's never been an open carry state; it's always been by license, for as long as I can remember. So I get your expression of why like you don't have a way to defend yourself currently, but to my understanding of what I've been seeing around and also hearing from other people, there's not really much threat other than mountain lions, and I don't feel like that poses to have guns at this current moment in time, at least.
Okay. Okay, you're next. What's up?
Bucket speaking. You guys may remember me from the previous presidential party, and I have a question that kind of has a very big impact on the city.
Is it beef?
Now,
I hope it's beef. I like beef.
I'm not a rat, and I'm going to say that first of all. But luckily, thanks to the Callahan administration, there was a lot of time spent exposing every single thing that every previous mayor did. I'm not going to point fingers or names, but my question to you guys is, what do you plan to do on the people that may be in these parties that have a history of letting the city go to shit, stealing money from the city, and giving businesses to their friends so that everyone can profit? What's your plan to handle stuff like that?
Oh,
And
shit.
make sure it don't happen again.
Oh, shit.
So
Good question.
to go on that, I'm just going to pass it over to Callahan, but real quick, I just want to note
Callahan doesn't know how to use a mic.
The entire reason the DOJ is in place is to hold, you know, us responsible. I do as well. I have certified messages from members of the opposition's party themselves, stating that a specific member of that party had been spreading rumors. We do want to completely rebuke that.
What the
But
fuck?
I'm going to pass
Hey,
it
buddy,
over
how you
to,
doing, Nick?
To Harry, who's just going to go over a few plans in place to do it, and he'll get back to you. He's going to go on Harry's mic because he's pretty terrible. On the other mic.
Come over here, brother. I'll turn it on for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Yeah, this is great.
I'm not quite sure who you're trying to throw accusations at there, or like.
I'm trying not to say names, so don't make me do it, man.
Oh, say whatever name you want, like, you know, like.
I don't think that's a good idea.
For the
Free
sake of privacy.
Free speech, man.
Yeah, for the sake of privacy, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just want the
Fair
question
enough. No, it's
answered.
just
You know,
like-
it's not. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying.
It's hard to tell how much truth there is in anything that you're saying when you're not given any information. Like, and at the
Oh,
end
no.
of the day, I'm the person who was last in the presidency. I am the most aware of who did and did not fulfill the role as president. I'm the one that witnessed all the books from all the presidents.
Yep.
I know
And Tommy
exactly
and I were
which
there to
president.
discuss it all. As was Bob.
and who are you throwing these accusations at?
I will
Because
say for
It's
a
a
member
simple
of the
question,
audience, it doesn't necessarily need to give names, and it's up to you if you choose to answer.
I know exactly who stole money from the state, and unfortunately, we'd no DOJ to do anything about the condition that the state was left in. What the fuck? But if you think it was any member of the W party, you're well mistaken, and I can assure you that, because the person is
is
no
Bucket not
part
in now?
of the
I'm not
W
sure.
party.
But my question still isn't about the people there. I said, what is the plan to make sure that none of this stuff happens again? Because it is known.
Yeah,
everybody knows. Even previous mayors themselves have told us how much money they've stolen. So, I mean, like, what's the plan to make sure you guys don't all get together? I'm not saying you guys are going to.
Yep. As we
but-
said, we've already, I've said this multiple times throughout this, we are going to be fully releasing every single week a deep dive into the finances.
At least the Wolfenstein files.
The Supreme Judge as well and the DOJ have full access to every single transaction made. So not only are we held responsible by them, but every single citizen will be able to see every single payment made from within our system. So there is complete transparency. That is the complete plan. There is a weekly deep dive. Every single project's pricing will be released. So we are held responsible not only by yourselves, but by the Supreme Judge at the end of the day. If we do, steal and we are committing, whatever you're suggesting, which is quite frankly ridiculous.
I
we
wouldn't.
will be
I'd
held
watch your words, man.
responsible.
I would stick to the facts and not.
I'm
say
very
stuff
much
like
to the
that.
facts. I do want to quickly remind everyone, for the first 3 months of my first term, I did not receive a single penny in a salary. The existing deputies and the existing directors had to bring me sandwiches so I could eat. Anyway, as I suggested, the Supreme Judge is the one that's going to be held responsible in terms of keeping track of us, the PD department, and the EMS department. Okay.
Now,
There
will those
will be-
releases you put out also include the inventory stock that you said you will be purchasing and holding on to from farms and factories and
everything
stuff?
will be released. Every single transaction, including what's been purchased.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about negotiations for pricing on that stuff? Because I mean, if you're buying, how do we know you're not buying from one person that you're getting kickbacks from? I think there needs to be a lot of
Every
transparency
single
and
transaction.
stuff like that.
So whether that's one transaction to one farm, and they're two completely different transactions that both of them will be listed. So you'll be very easily be able to tell exactly what's being offered. We will publicise what we offer as well. We've been very, very open and frank with that. So
Interesting to see what this comes
with.
with.
Concern on our end. Yet again, the DOJ is the ones.
Good old Bucket bringing up
responsible here.
discourse. I mean, it's fine.
And we know the court of public opinion. If we are the ones that are going around and offering different prices to other, news travels fast.
Thank you. I think that everyone will understand why I cannot vote for the W party. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna touch up here as well, Bucket. I understand your expression when it regards to the present or ex-presidents and this current mayor debate. From our team, I'm gonna keep it short. Along with what Harry's previously said, we will be keeping like a track record and keeping it public. Obviously, if there is any public opinion that relates to us not, fully releasing any files, that will be dealt with by the Supreme Court and the DOJ department.
Just don't redact
and
them.
Also, public opinion again is also just a major part of this. Where you guys vote for us, you keep us in office, or you get us out of office. It kind of relates to that. I do understand. Again, kind of relate back to the ex-presidents. I know what you're saying. I'm not here to slander the ex-presidents. There is information that we all have. But that should just be left in the past. I think, in my opinion, you can watch us all carefully. And I think let's just keep it friendly, keep it peaceful.
I want beef. I want violence. I want blood.
Yeah, you're good. Let's go.
Alright, Tom Wolf here, and I'm gonna speak to this side of the room. So, you touched upon an accusation on Nate's team saying that they were self-funding. Is there evidence of this? And if so, are you going to release this to the public eye? Because this is only speculation, and the accusations...
I think
to
just to jump in, anything before we all move back was
This is
burned up,
violent.
so no one would have any evidence on anything that happened
Okay,
on the side.
yeah. So, this accusation that you've said is practically irrelevant, correct?
As we said, it's not an accusation. It's more
Well,
so
it
a fact of
is.
what happened. No, hold on. Let me just quickly go through it. It's not an accusation. It's merely a mention of what had happened and what we intend not to do. Okay? We cannot publicize it, and at the time, there was no way to prosecute it. Okay? We've already said that our previous, Mr. Callahan here, who was a member and at that time was mayor, had swept in and dealt with the current situation. And we are now saying, look, we've learned from that previous experience, we've seen what's happened, and our intention is that we're going to be completely fair to all businesses. Every transaction is open, everything's visible. We are not going to allow people to decide what and what isn't a tax write-off. Everything is based off of what is sold. You are taxed on your item that's sold. If it's $20, you get taxed $20. It doesn't matter if you spend whatever on promotions. It doesn't matter if you spend whatever on staffing. You are taxed on your individual item.
Okay, so what my question was, if there was, so since there was no evidence, why is it being brought up here?
I would like to step in here, really. I know that they're trying to bring up the past, but the past is in the past.
They need to release the French-Stein files. What the fuck?
As the People's Party, we want to be responsible
I have to play
and
Murphy right
transparent
now.
with you, the people.
I kind of have to.
That starts with being responsible. I mean, being put into the mayor's office, the People Party will be a team, not just one individual. So we will work together to help better this city. And I know Crocs had a couple things he wanted to say, so I'll turn it over to him.
Yeah, I just want to touch upon just before we started this, you mentioned that you have messages current regarding our current party, and unless you're willing to release these publicly and explain what's happening, I feel like you should stick your speculations to yourself instead of trying to out
I
us
won't
and give
be
us a bad public
releasing these
image.
publicly, but I will
Okay, then
release
I
them
would
to
like to.
DOJ
I would
and
like. I
police
would like for
department.
you to maybe for now
I-
just debate, remain silent, and hold your
I will
speculations
release
to
them to the
yourself.
PD and the DOJ. So this is information that will be
And
released.
if,
to the
if we're going to be
relevant
playing a
authorities.
slander game, we can go back and forth. But again, we're trying to keep this peaceful. People are here to, see us in our best.
I love it.
If you're going to be
Well,
shutting
yeah.
that fight, we can do it that way.
Yes!
That's not a problem.
See,
Spice!
I'm looking toward the future.
Spice!
This side of the room opened up with a
We are the
conversation
future.
of the future, and unfortunately, your side opened up with the past. So my questioning is done, and I'm going to be voting for Nate.
Yeah,
What
if we're
the
going to be going
fuck?
with slander, I really recommend your side of the room keep quiet.
Okay, next question.
I love it.
Alright,
I love it.
So, Mr. Jones, right? You have mentioned being transparent a few times now.
Oh my god.
So on that topic, you started your campaign while hiding your face in public and in your posters. Do you have the reason behind this, and how do you expect the people of the city to trust you and your party without any
More
doubts
spicy.
regarding this and your future
Actually,
actions?
I really appreciate that question. I've had that mask for a long time. It was a part of me, but after hearing what I've heard today, putting the past is in the past. I had that mask for a long time. It was a big part of me, but that's the old. I've changed. I've reformed, and
Has he,
I
though?
see myself as a better Nate than I was a year ago.
Has he,
And
though?
I share it with you now. I don't have a mask on. I haven't had it
Has
on
he
for a
really?
while.
That's my wonder. Has he really
But
changed?
I'm a new me, right? So we need to leave what's in the past and worry about the future.
You know,
It's looking a bit hard who to vote
change
for here.
Always comes after you've been.
And change the view? I can do this.
About it a few times beforehand. But that's just my observation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. I think just both
That's all.
sides of this as well.
Spicy, spicy,
Yeah, go
spicy.
on.
Gianni Capone.
Microphone!
Microphone, dude.
Microphone.
My microphone is on.
There you go.
Well, I'm sorry. I must have accidentally hit the button off again. Apologize. But Gianni, it's good to see you, and it's been quite a while. But I have to ask, when I was out in the general public, was I not wearing a mask almost all the time? I mean, I'm the fabulous Mr. Fox. Everybody knows
God.
that. I always wear my Fox mask because it's
Right.
fun.
But you did not start your mayoral campaign wearing one, did you? You didn't
No, I did
promote
not.
your mayoral campaign while wearing one, did you?
No, I
That
did
is what
not.
I'm getting at. How can we
Well-
trust someone who hides their face at the start of their campaign, but only changes it after he's been asked about it?
It's a fair point. People do have the right
Spice.
to public privacy for the record, but beyond that, more importantly, if everybody recognizes him by the mask he wears and he wants people to look at him and see the person that they recognize, and then
Spicy.
he pulls
I
his
want more
mask up
spice.
to
Give
reveal
me more
who
spice.
he really is and what he really wants to do for them, doesn't that speak kind of profoundly?
Holy
Does, in
shit,
my
it's late.
opinion.
Bro, this has gone on for a while.
I mean, it seems that if you're running for a public office, that you should, you know, be public about who you actually are to start with, and not do it after the fact.
It's also important to make sure that people recognize you
I'm not a
and
cop.
see the change that you've made. But that's my opinion. Regardless, I appreciate your question, Gianni. Thank you, and thank you for your time letting me speak on that one, Harry.
That's your question.
No, that's my question. Anyone
Excellent.
else wants to speak on that?
Anyone-
Spicy sausages. Let's go.
I think we're good. Next up.
I want more spice.
Henry.
Oh,
Hello
God.
there.
Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be brutal.
Hey, thanks, Jinx. I
He's going to
appreciate the
fucking
hype.
throw
Anyway,
jabs at Lemon.
So, my name is Kendrick, former gangster. Former is the key word. And I think
Sorry,
we've all...
Kendrick, right?
El
Yeah,
gangster.
Kendrick. Former Kendrick. But I think we all have been making good points about former. And speaking of former, as a new mayoral candidate, this is pointed towards you, Mr. Wolfenstein. You should want to lead Los Santos through future crises differently than the past. But given that the city once endured a year-long evacuation under Bet, your chosen running mate was a key factor in that tragedy. And you are now aligning yourself with a notorious former takeover gang figure. How can citizens trust your judgment, especially when you have publicly criticized your opponent for associating with past gangsters? While failing to uphold the same
Oh, this
standard
is a lot of
yourself.
beef. This is a lot of beef. That's a lot.
I think first off, we're going to go on about past gang members. We can take a brief look over. I ain't going to go too much into the depth of that, but I think you've got to realize within this group, we've got multiple ex-PD directors, we've got ex-mayors. You know, my record has been clean as a whistle for the past 6 years now. So I think trying to insinuate that I'm tying myself in with crime is quite ridiculous, quite frankly.
But you'll tie the other candidate
The
with crime.
situation with Bet.
There has been a lack of beef. There has been a lack of beef, but it's kicking off.
Large portions of Sandy. So this is a separate mayor. This is nothing to do with our party. Sold Sandy Shores off to Bet, as well as multiple contracts. Mr. Callahan, if he was a supporter of Bet, why the hell would he arm everyone to try and defend themselves against Bet? That makes zero sense.
I also remember him giving out a pardon to a Bush.
The accusations you're making, quite frankly, are foundless. He's the only one who stood up and tried. Yeah, he's the only one that's tried to stand up, give you guys the arm, and then means to protect yourself. Okay?
After
I'm
he
gonna
made
go
the
into our-
mistake of
I'm not going to
pardoning
go
Bush.
into. I'm not going to go into our past. I'm not going to go on about certain gang affiliations.
But you'll go
on
into
the
the other
side.
mayor's past.
I'm not going to go on about their gang
Oh, yeah,
affiliations. I haven't mentioned that once. Okay.
During your campaign, that's been your main point, that they have had
I-
past gang affiliations.
I haven't mentioned it once. I would love for you to prove it. I would love for you to show a single statement where I've mentioned that they're affiliated with gangs. I love it.
Kendrick just
Anyways,
got.
I'll be voting for Nate. Have a great day. Thanks for, I
Thank
guess,
you. Thank you
answering
very
around my
much.
question. You have a good one.
Appreciate your support.
What the fuck?
Kendrick.
Next up.
Dude.
Kendrick.
Is anyone going to ask a question that isn't gaslighting? That's what I want to know.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody
Hi.
hear me? Okay, perfect.
Oh god.
Okay, so this is for Nate's side. So I've noticed like the whole time we've been watching this debate, your team is mostly answering all of your questions for you. Are you confident you can actually handle the responsibilities of mayor?
Yes, that's beef.
Yes, I am very confident, but like I stated previously, this is a team effort. It's not just me. I mean, I know my name is on the mayor title, but I mean, this is a team effort. We've chosen each individually for this team.
Oh my
here,
god, yes, that's a beautiful question.
and
That was a very good question.
It is a team effort. So together, we will be one, and one for the people.
Well, yeah, you can have a team, but it seems you also are just letting them all speak for you. Like you don't have any
Are you able to make sure that he gets the
good,
question?
like
Because,
you don't
know,
have
I
a say or know
question
exactly what to do.
upon what,
Well, I do have a say, and I do.
good.
I do know.
That was a good
that I will
question.
put my best effort forth to being mayor, but I also respect the amount of knowledge and expertise my team has, which is why I let them speak, right? Because as one, right, I I do have a little bit of stage fright. I do apologize.
Ask some
Okay,
questions. I
and,
have nothing to
another
ask.
question.
Sorry.
So I have also noticed that your team
more beef.
can't clearly answer questions. How can we actually trust that you'll make the best
Oh
decisions?
my god, so much beef is going on
Because
right
it
now.
seems it was like not very confident or in certain answers, or people were going around and not answering the questions directly.
Do you have an example of this?
Yeah, your whole campaign.
So it's well, for one question I asked, they're not going to defund us. So one of the questions was directed towards Fox, and he kind of just went in a circle, didn't even answer the question directly. And that's.
Oh my god, so much
And there was
fucking
one that was
spice right
directed
now.
towards you, but you just went in a circle and didn't
Spice.
answer the question directly. It seems that's what you guys are doing over there.
Spice! Oh!
We wanna answer each question careful.
That's fucking loaded.
We want to get all the facts out there. The truth is, we want to be transparent. We want to be a more active government than what I've seen in the past, and we want.
That was good loaded
we want to work
questions.
as a team. The big part and the key is we're a team. I mean, it's not just one person; it's all of them. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I will take any heat for any of my team.
That was
you know,
loaded.
any wrongdoing.
That was very loaded.
you know,
I like
may
it.
occur, but that it's a myth,
I like when they go on
right?
each other
So
loaded.
I trust each
That
of these
sounds
individuals
wrong.
up there with my.
That
full
sounds so
support,
wrong. Hold
and
on.
I've chosen them in their roles for a reason. So if I can't trust them to speak or to answer something clearly, then I've done my job wrong of picking my running mate. It's a team effort.
You are cruel. They fucking are. It's amazing. I love it.
I would like to say something in regards just to the public, everyone who's here. Obviously, we appreciate you guys pulling down. I think, in general, I would like to advise everyone that it's a debate to get the right vote. It's not to attack anyone personally. I think from both sides, obviously, there's been
coming in here to get
you know,
points.
slander from both sides. It's this party has done this in the past. How can we trust this? How can we trust this? I would hope somewhere in there's going to be a question about our plans on what we plan to be doing for you guys. There's been a lot that hasn't been touched on.
Nah, it's
obviously,
fine.
in our
More
previous
beef. I like
parts
the
with
beef.
The, public services
I like
and the
beef.
businesses.
Let beef continue.
But trust me, there's a
I
lot,
just want
obviously,
beef.
that both parties have planned.
Give
I
me
would love to
beef.
poke holes in that.
Give me
Obviously, the
beef.
plan from other parties from this debate have not seemed as clear as others, but that's obviously our main point to be here.
Give
If
me
we're just gonna
beef.
sit here and say, you know, this is not being done correctly. You know, how can we trust this? We would rather have a conversation outside of this.
Beef.
I would say that is very well spoke, but we have not slandered anybody.
I mean, you literally have.
I asked him to do some more food and some more drink.
I wanted to state just to the point. You're absolutely right, Larry. If I may, though, as far as lack of such a concrete plan,
Angel, please.
it's called
tell me that
flexibility.
he has made some
We
more
need to
food
have the
and drink.
ability to change based on what these people out here need us to do.
Yeah, but they have no
We
plan.
know what we're planning to do. We've told them what they've asked us, but we need to be able to change that based
Has
on
he
what they
made some
need,
more food and drink?
and that is the core of our plan.
Right. And I think I've heard that same plan about a bajillion times before, where we will talk to the people, we will be in contact with the commissioners, we will be in contact with the directors, we will be in contact with all the operators. At this point, we will just be talking in a loop to all of the people,
Exactly, I think I
asking
can
what they
walk
want, what they
myself
don't want, and getting those stuff sorted.
Oh.
But surely there has to be some
Anyways,
initiative,
you know,
there has to be some innovative way that we can think of
Spaghetti,
creative
bro.
ideas to hopefully make
You
some
want-
stuff better,
you want my
even
friend.
if people don't come up with them themselves. Regardless,
Spaghetti,
I
bro.
want to drop all
Get
of
the
this
fuck
because
back
it
here.
doesn't take
Get my
any
friend.
part of this whole
Just-
debate. I mean, this debate has taken
No, it's
so
fine.
long
It's fine. Keep it going.
talking about what
Keep it going.
has and
Keep-
hasn't
no,
been
no,
done.
it's okay, it's
Even
okay.
with the
Do what you
casino.
It's okay, Miller. Let the beef
Talking about
continue.
all that stuff
Go
about
off and do you
what has and
when-
hasn't been funded, allegations from
Continue,
left, right,
bro.
and center. That's not
No,
part of this debate.
Just kinda
I'm
keep-
sorry. It's important to know.
No, no,
Yes,
no,
and
no.
we brought it up 100%.
okay.
We used it as as an example of what has happened in the past and that we don't want to see happening now. And I
Want
think
more
that's
beef. Show
clear.
more beef.
And I think both parties
Keep the beef
should
going.
have the same mindset. If they don't, then there's definitely an issue. But they should.
Beef.
Okay.
I do agree with.
Next up.
Okay, well, I'm not interested in Slender. I'm more interested in what you guys can do for us. So my question is, what criteria will both parties use to ensure businesses do not fall under conflicts with the city's best interests? What support, if any, would be provided in cases of property damage resulting
sounds
from
AI.
illegal activity to those businesses? And how will final decisions be made when
That sounds like
equal
you asked
development
AI to make a
opinions are
question.
seeking to own the same businesses?
So,
That's a lot.
just quickly touch on we've already, within our initial manifesto, which we released about a week ago, in terms of, I'll start right at the end, to be fair, in terms of those that, wanted to take positions, and in terms of ensuring that those businesses are being operated by the right people, we've already outlined not exact, but bullet points and explanations as to what makes the right candidate, what we're looking for, and why we would specifically select a certain person, whether that's, they've got a viable business plan, the business plan they have will, not impede other businesses, and as well as bring in more people into that position. In regards to criminal damage, that is something we've been working alongside the PD and DOJ. If it is a case where there is criminal damage,
wanna
and there is,
Trump Hillary fight? Just let it
an
all
actual
out. Let it all
financial,
out, bro.
cost
Beef.
of that would be then something that can be fought back through
fighting.
DOJ, and the fines that, criminal damage fines can be used to recoup any lost costs there. I think in terms of actual criminal
all
damages,
about that beef.
It is really business to business, and that's something that would be spoken with DOJ with.
Yes, fair enough.
But yeah, and then in terms of operators, I've already ran through that.
Shite.
So, once
you're-
applying for a business, right? Each
Yeah,
business
if you go
owner
and
will
see
put in a
Brandon,
plan
right?
to see the division
Brandon's
of
up
their
there,
business.
in the top right.
So we will be
Right.
doing
If you go
monthly
to see
audits
Brandon,
to ensure each
food.
business is running properly. And as far as criminal damage, we will bring in, PD, DOJ for any of that sort, so we can get those businesses back up and running from those damages if needed, as well as making sure that each business partner, right, is chosen carefully and considerately to choose the best operator for each business.
Thank you so much.
You just say fair enough. I didn't hear.
Dan, shut up.
He said fair enough, didn't he?
Hello, is this thing on?
Yo.
It's just
Okay, hello. All right. Well, first of all, my name is Dan Gunter, and my question is oriented in both parties. With that in mind, I would like to say, as a police officer, but foremost a civilian, what are you able to guarantee to my success as a police officer, but in addition to myself as a civilian?
Nothing.
Okay. I mean, let's start off with the police side of it. I'm not going to stand here, and I don't think the other party can stand here and say, hey, we're going to fund X, Y, Z. I said no one knows the initial funding, no one knows our current expenses.
Interesting.
So I'm not going to stand here
This
and
is
go,
terrible
day
content.
one, we're going to buy you all brand new
What do you
police cars, and
mean?
we're
It's
gonna
fine
throw
having
all this
peace every now and then, brother.
What I can promise you is, as everything's open, every
he's
single member
okay.
of that department, directors, whatever, are able to voice their concerns.
We'll be
and
fine.
if there is, significant issues, so
Is it
with
me or is the
costings, I know
voice very
salaries
quiet?
at the moment.
I'll put it a bit louder.
Thought to be low, especially with you guys having to deal with repairing your vehicles in the petrol stations. So that is something that, if it is viable and should we be able to afford, we throughout the campaign and throughout our first term, I would look to increase that, but I can't guarantee it would happen straight away. In terms of civilian life as well, I mean, our entire thing right now is focused on getting the procedures in place to give opportunities, whether that's in terms of operating your own businesses or ensuring that the businesses that currently exist or will be set up have multiple opportunities, for employment or multiple investment opportunities. So whether that's with petrol stations, malls, restaurants, mechanics, more and more. I just want as many opportunities out
we
there
pay
for
someone to start
yourself,
beef? Bro,
to
what?
bring in that the income you need, but
What
then
beef
also
am I
to
gonna
have
start?
that quality of life you need as well.
What beef can we start, bro?
As far as the PD side goes, I know you guys are using a lot of your own personal money, and he is right. We don't know the numbers, but if budget allows, we want to try to make it easier for you. Having funds to be able to, pay for the gas instead of you having to do it, pay for the repairs, but that all aligns if funds are available, right? And as far as the civilian goes, I mean, we want to open businesses. We want to, you know, get the economy flowing so you're able, you know, have jobs. We want to create jobs.
Yeah.
Right. So you're able to afford to live comfortably. You know,
okay.
we don't want you to live in paycheck to paycheck or anything like that.
People already live paycheck.
We want everyone to live comfortably. So
I have paychecks, bro.
That also goes with pricing,
Ask a
house
random
pricing,
stupid
car
question.
price.
I have nothing
mean,
to ask.
It's all a deep dive from day one to make sure that the funds are available to better not only our emergency services, but the city.
Is that it?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Donna Jack.
Oh, God,
Amanda.
it's Eduardo Miguel.
Hello. Jack's been waiting.
My bad. You can go quick.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, then yeah, you can go after him. Sorry.
All right. I don't know
was waiting
whether
patiently.
use all of you as the group or the board or whatever you want to call yourself will like my question, but
this is already
let's
going
see
bad.
for the criminals. The criminals pretty much make your world spin in
What
the
the
money wise.
fuck?
Especially with the taxes. So I mean, obviously I know personally myself, punishments are a lot more harder. I ask, what more is there to come about that?
That's a very weird
Yeah,
question.
so I think.
So he's saying, like,
of course,
it shouldn't be
it'd crazy to go. Oh yeah, government. You know, let's reduce sentences and work with criminals to make their lives easier. Like, yes, okay, you do make money.
Your
from
mic
crimes, but
isn't
that
on.
the sole- It is on, you lunatic.
Now it is.
Oh, okay. Well, it was on anyway. So,
well, it's on now.
The government.
Both
yeah.
the
Okay.
time.
Whoopsie
Yeah.
daisies. So, the government as a whole, of course, we're not going to go around and go. Let's reduce fines for criminals. Let's reduce sentences. You know, that's crazy to suggest. There are
suggested
multiple. No. I'm just putting that out there. The very first thing is fines aren't the only sole input. You know, I think actually one of the larger incomes right now would probably be the rental side of things. Every single property, you know, that's a lot of rent that goes to the government. So that's a massive, massive income stream. You've got EMS, we've got, you know, businesses that are making income. So I think fines isn't
true.
something that we as a state would be, reliant on.
Alright, yeah,
In regards to kind of like what we would do about them is DOJ, you know, PD and ourselves, we will work quite heavily on it. One of the major points we have is separation. I think at the moment, I think a major point is truckers. There are quite heavy fines that have been put in place due to, you know, trucking incidents. But I'm also aware that this is affecting, you know, your everyday person who, okay, might be going a little over in their standard private vehicle, but because of the commercial drivers are suffering fines. I spoke to someone who said they got fined $7,000, because, you know, whereas previously it would have been, you know, prior to, I think there was a change a couple of weeks ago, it would have been just a couple thousand.
Well, I mean, yeah,
nobody
but, I mean,
votes?
I've been
I
pulled
don't
over
think that'll
twice. I
happen.
got let off with one, and the next thing I know, I'm being hit with a fucking $4,000 fine. So can you explain that when I'm not even doing the trucking job?
And so if you look at the manifesto post
are you
we posted,
able to explain that?
yeah, so
that's more of a
we,
PD thing.
okay, to be very frank with you, we haven't decided any of the fines. The only people right now who've got any control over the fines is PD and the Supreme Judge. So in regards to that, we're not the ones that have set the fine to be that high. We did release a post this morning detailing that we intend to separate fines for both commercial and private use. So there will be a separate system for those that are doing, you know, larger vehicles, and one of those that are just doing your private vehicles, so that yourself and many others included,
repair the potholes in
you know,
grocery?
for doing a much,
Potholes?
you know, speeding in a truck is completely different to speeding in a car, right? So we'll be working with DOJ and PD to try.
100, like, I mean, 100%. You're speeding with a 18-ton vehicle, what could easily end lives. But I believe your city police commissioner would like to say something as he had his hand up. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Oh, no, I was just waving to say, hi, I increased those fines because you're all driving like fucking idiots.
Ha!
I agree on that.
To agree with that.
Well, Okay, so
If it's 50% votes, there's a revote.
Okay, so plural on
Have another
where
debate
are
and have to
driving like
revote.
idiots. So the people who
If it's 50-50.
aren't doing the trucking job, you're then counting us in that, right?
I mean, unfortunately, when people are driving 18-wheelers around and have a potential to kill people, something needs to be done about it.
Yeah, I nearly had a head on the way here. Somebody's driving the truck.
There you go.
All right, then is there not like a separate charge for that, or what? Are you just
Not for the moment. I'm not here to add new charges. That would be something for DOJ.
Or
we
do you
work
just
with the tools
everyone
we've got.
off one single thing?
We work with the tools we've got. I'm not here to add new charges. That'd be for DOJ.
If I may, I mean, regardless of what vehicle you're driving, speeding is still speeding regardless of the vehicle, right? When you're breaking the law, you should be held to the same standard as any other civilian. Especially like Harry just said, like there's no like direct conflict with DOJ right now that he's able to make these changes in this current moment in time. So
yeah, it's gonna be cool
at least
when
from
the
my
backstory's
party's
selling.
opinion, like, everyone should be held to the same standard, ourselves included, the other party included, and I don't feel like we
Once
should
everyone
be
settles in, it's gonna be nice.
Just because you're driving a car and they're driving an 18-wheeler, yes, you'll be held to the same standard as per the law.
All right, so see, you're going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, which the speed limit is 40 miles an hour set there and there.
In most areas,
based on roads. Check your
Yeah,
GPS.
Yeah. Is that does that now justify being fined 4,000? For
I mean,
that,
you
or-
want to be fined 4,000 for being 10 over.
Well, I mean, I was, and I've heard
No,
a lot.
you weren't.
And I mean, a lot of people have been. So I'm here.
No, you weren't. I mean,
You
listen.
Possible to move off of the PD-related questions during
Can
this
we-
debate.
At the end of the day,
This
this
is
is
not
about the
PD.
parties, not about your charges because you're upset you got fined $4,000. Just as a reminder for anyone here, if you are upset with any fines, you can take it to DOJ and we will have an opportunity to deal with it that way.
Well, no, I just thought this would be a collective group thing.
Well,
See
well,
what
these
goes
guys
on.
haven't been involved in it.
Yeah,
At the
they're
end of the
not
day,
elected
going
yet,
forward,
by the way.
things like fines as well as charges would be discussed by all three pillars, i.e. the PD, the mayor, and DOJ.
That is true.
So why do you think I'm asking this? Because you've just involved the mayor there.
Yeah, but these
There
people
is no
aren't.
mayor.
They're not mayor yet.
They haven't been involved as of yet, so it's invalid. What I'm telling you is,
but I'm asking
no,
what
no,
will
no,
change.
move away from the mic. At the end of the day, we need to be focused on the parties, and not because you're upset you got charged $4,000 because you were speeding.
Okay, Eduardo, you go.
I mean, I'm just asking questions what no one else will.
Hello.
Hello.
So I have a questions about car race stocks and the dealerships and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
How frequently are like the prices gonna be checked for like classes like S classes and stuff like that? And how frequently are race stocks gonna be done?
I just realised I can't walk because I'm not standing on the floor.
Yeah, you're going to start. That's fine. When it comes
No,
to
it's not.
my side of you, we haven't
no,
fully
wait.
seen obviously anything.
I
systems
made
in place.
myself look
I
stupid
personally will be
because
assessing, like,
of,
or,
well,
sorry, assessing
everyone else
race stocks,
complaining,
prices and everything.
saying
At
that
least
they've been
twice
fined
a week.
like $4,000,
I want to
$5,000.
find the perfect balance for not just
Yeah.
price but also
It's been
value
taken.
for money. Whether
Don't
like
let go.
one certain vehicle is very popular because maybe it, handles better in certain terrains, or it is better at taking corners, or has better brakes, like from stock, right? If it's being in a public opinion, that one car is being abused by certain individuals, mainly criminals, then maybe we'll look at a
There you
price
go.
change for that certain vehicle or a less stock. Just simply because if it is causing issues, then maybe we should back our police department in this situation and make assessments.
Okay. So, for example, in
I would say the other side as well.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so obviously we have to look at a lot of factors when restocking vehicles. I think natural scarcity is obviously one of them. We can't stock a lot of one car just because a lot of people want one. There needs to be some type of second-hand car market, like obviously the other parties just mentioned as well. We cannot make any promises of what cars get restocked and how much they're going to be and all that sort of stuff. But what I will say is that over the past basically 9 months, I've been studying automotive quite a lot. I know a lot about vehicles. I know what they can and can't do. I also know what modifications, customizations, and all that sort of stuff most vehicles should or could have. So basically that same value for money, what you're getting, should be getting restocked. I think definitely looking at the dealerships to make it fair for everybody, it should be looked at a lot more often. Maybe not at a daily rate, but definitely like more than 2 times a week. Is something that we're going to be aiming at, just because it needs to be random. I don't want to revert to the same restocks where everyone has to pull up at one time and just be lucky that they're going to be at the front of the row, or that the car is not sold out or not. You know, it has to be
make it
to
random
the point
restocks,
where it's fair odds for everybody, no matter who you are.
Okay.
I think something just to note on that, which both parties may not know,
I'm sure
is obviously, you know, if you decide you want to go to the mayor and every single person in this room decides they want to go buy a Pegassi, then these guys are going to have to import Pegassis, and you know, Pegassi may think, hey, there's a lot of demand, so they might start putting prices up, and these guys might have to reflect it as well. So you've got that angle to think about as well.
Okay, so my second part is, let's say I buy a car for a price, right? And the next week that same car is like brought down in price. Is there gonna be like a compensation, or is it like I got scammed, like you know, you know?
From my side, our party, we will make sure that whatever price is listed is going to be an actual representative price that is good for the vehicle. Obviously, we're going to look at how many get sold. If we restock 2 of one vehicle and they do not get sold for the price that they're currently listed at, obviously we're going to look at
his hair isn't blue, it's like grayish. Because of the light, it looks
blue.
blue.
If vehicles do get sold at a certain price, that means that they're worth a certain price for one or certain people. And eventually, if that, let's say we stock 2 and one gets sold for that price and the other one does not sell, there could also be a potential refund on that other vehicle that's then still in stock. Obviously, like I said, we can't make any promises of what's actually going to happen, but obviously we're not going to try and scam people out of money and lower prices after they've bought it for more money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the same page. I mean, certain vehicles will be purchased at certain prices by people with more money. People with less money obviously won't be able to afford certain things, and I don't feel like, from my party's point of view, we're going to be changing prices to lower when someone's already been buying. Like, if it is a fact of, say, only one person can afford a vehicle, and we do have often complaints in regards to pricing, then it can change. I'm not going to sit up here and make speculation and false promises to people. Obviously, this is why we're here.
All the
Again,
former
the
mayors
People's
or
Party,
candidates
because we're
were
here
so
for you
good.
guys, not for ourselves, not for our own benefit, but to make things smooth for the
former
next
mayors
couple
or
of months
candidates
and
were so
our first
good
term.
and did screw with.
I'm just going to keep it simple and
Why'd
say
they
we'll
get
do our
voted out?
best,
Nobody
keep
got
things
voted
fair,
out.
and if
Their
things do
term
need to
just
change, we
ended.
can always have discussions with certain individuals.
It's not that they got voted out, it's just their term ended.
Okay.
That's kind of what that happens, brother. You know the way of the ways, brother.
Oh, fucking long.
Hello. Mine's kind of a
bro.
double-edged question, similar to Eduardo's as
This
well.
is very long. This has been hours.
So mine's on more electric vehicles. When? Question mark.
That's
Would that be
depressing.
something you're thinking of looking into? And you're going to love my
sorry to hear
second
that.
part of this question. You're going to love the second part of that question. So yeah, I blew my legs up in a gas vehicle and I don't trust them, so I drive electric now, and there isn't very many of them. Dad,
go on about his horror.
And I am a citizen. But I was also thinking eco-friendly on the PD force and
no electric cars.
PD, electric vehicles fit EMS and PD when. Consider your carbon footprint and all that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I like to kill polar bears when I turn my engine on.
Oh.
That is
depressing.
not
I'm sorry to
nice.
hear
That
that.
is
Oh my
not
God.
nice.
What the fuck?
That is wild, yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
You're never late in a VA.
Whichever part of what's
happening.
happening.
What the fuck? You're never late in the VA, bro?
Yeah, you can start.
When it regards to police vehicles and EMS vehicles, right, we have to kind of
How many
think
terms
of
they
the
get? 2
combat
terms each.
between civilian
Max.
vehicles
That's like
versus
the maximum.
The said PD force, right? If the handling or speeds are not going to match up fairly, will it be fair to force the PD into an eco-friendly kind of fleet, which won't be able to maintain the same expectations as the
Keep the
current fleet?
V8s.
And also, let's not forget that our current stock.
Fuck electric
if neither
cars.
party here had any
You're
say in
never
what it is,
late in
right?
a
We can
VA.
absolutely 100% look into more electronic vehicles.
Really, is that why you're
when
trying to
we are
get VA
in-
to
No, there is
in
electrical
power.
vehicles there, but they're all unavailable.
Yeah,
You're
that's
trying to
exactly
get
right.
VA to
But,
an
like,
ambulance?
when we get into
Yeah, of
power, we
course.
can absolutely look into that. That will be the
It's
first thing I
crazy.
sit down and
That's
do when we get, or if we get
Big
elected.
trucks.
We'll be straight into vehicles. What can we get on the market? What can we get available to the people?
Yeah.
Get a 50-50 split, nice and easy, and just see what happens with the general opinion. But I'm going to just emphasize within PD themselves, that will be a conversation between, our party and Harry. in regards to their fleet. But I
Well,
do personally
I'm legal
believe
now, and
that
from a
the
criminal
electronic
standpoint, they would need
vehicle would not be
electric
ideal.
to combat electric as well.
That could be a possibility, but again, it depends on their
Why would
fleet.
you need
We can
an
have
electric car
discussions
to
when they
combat
have
an
access to a
electric
full
car?
fleet. It will be one of those
He said
sit-down
that he-
situations between the mayor party and also the police department themselves.
I can't hear you, brother. You're whispering.
All right. I'll
not
touch
trying
on
to
this as
interrupt
well.
them, but
obviously
he said
no good
that
to
he
have you
had
in
an
front of us.
accident in a gas.
Sorry to hear about that accident.
I get that, but why is he saying that
for
PD
my
needs
part,
electric cars to
obviously
fight
as the
electric
Department
cars?
of Transportation, hell
That's a
yeah.
very odd question.
Of course, we're going to
Right.
be looking at electronic vehicles. We're going to be
Fuck
sucking them just
electric!
as much as S-Class, just as much as S+. We're going to look at vehicles for all of the people, no matter if that's electric, if it's more of the
Fuck the
I don't
electric
know, the little trucks
cars!
with the off-road tires on it,
No
or if
one
it's
needs
more of the,
electric, bro. Keep the
luxurious
V8.
cars. At the end of the day, there should be a vehicle there for everybody. Like I
V8s
said,
for the
as well
win.
with the restock, there needs to be a variety. It shouldn't just be all Shinobis, all with the same. What was also pretty good, like the 10F. Like, of course, those cars are nice for some people to have, of course, and there's people who would like those cars. But there should be a higher variety that you can actually choose from vehicles, and it shouldn't just be okay. Well, this is the only one that's available. Let me just get that one. For PD and EMS vehicles, I think they should have a variety as well. No matter if it's electric, off-road, high-speed, detective, we will be looking at all of those aspects. The general point from our campaign is that we need to set a foundation. We can't do everything in one go. We can't make any promises because nobody knows. But we will set a nice foundation so that we will actually be looking at those options for the future.
Okay,
Peanuts
thank
for
you.
all.
I'm sorry, Fiona.
Is that it?
What's Mark doing?
Harry, you're up. Let me hit this
Okay.
shit. Let me hit this shit.
Honestly, I was very
Is that it?
disappointed in the idea of getting rid of V8s for some electric shitboxes, but it's okay.
You leave the polar bears alone.
Okay.
I think we're just going to import some hybrid, little shit boxes.
Keep the electric.
You know,
Obey.
Yes.
Electric batteries blow up.
Yeah. Okay, listen.
I have seen an electric battery blow up a
think-
gas station, so I mean,
Closing statements from both sides. Anyone want to say anything, or any questions from both sides for the other party? Anything you want to raise? Anything you've been itching
Oi, oi,
to
oi.
ask the other party?
I'll let you lead on that, Nate.
You want to turn your microphone on?
Oh, yeah, I do apologize.
Don't do a Callahan. It's all good.
I don't have any questions. I would like the public to know that the past is in the past, and what happened in the past is done. Right? This is the present, and the future is upon us, and we need to
Fuck the
vote
future!
carefully, considerately, and ultimately make the best decision.
The
that
mayor
you
can
feel is
raise the
right.
rent. Yeah, he can. The mayor could raise rent.
Alrighty, I'll wrap it up. I just want to thank you all. I think it's been, about 3 hours now? So I do appreciate every single one of you who's spent your time here to listen. Thank you to my party members, but also thank you over to the People's Party as well for turning up.
that works.
Maybe a little late, but we were there. That's only a joke. But no, I generally hope that everyone
me hit
takes
this
into
shit, man.
consideration
Not
what
a joke.
they've heard
It's not a
today.
joke.
The most important thing is that we lay the correct foundations.
should've
We
seen
have
us
the
before we
correct
came
policies and programs
When
in
we were
order
still
to ensure
waiting for
everything is
any
done
last
correctly.
minute people to
If that
arrive.
is the People's Party who end up doing
Everyone
it,
on
I hope
events
they
was
really
just
take
dancing.
it and do it well. Because the next election, when we win that, we need some solid foundations to go off. So thank you all for
When
coming.
we win that, bro,
hopefully we've all convinced you today. And if you've got any
Let
questions,
him-
feel
let
free to
him-
contact
let him
myself
ego
or anyone else
farm.
from the party.
Okay. So, citizens, talking's
need
done.
water.
Microphones are turning
Where's that
off.
Jack fella? Jack, I need water.
Tonight,
You need water.
I'm dying. Help
you
me.
didn't just watch a debate, guys. You watched two very different blueprints for the future of this
Do you
city.
know where Seth is?
Over the next week or so, you're gonna see
I will only
more
speak to you
obvious
as if you
campaigning,
give,
maybe
as
more
if you
debates,
give me the truth on what happened.
maybe more events
bro, I
from,
went to
from both
therapy for a
sides, which
year.
we hope.
I want the
Who are
truth,
you?
Murphy.
For you guys,
I think you should slander.
Who am I? You don't
Just
know me?
remember,
Traumatized.
look into
I don't know.
I used to be lieutenant head of detective
pros
years
and
ago.
cons.
I trained that redhead over there.
Oh, I remember now.
Stay safe,
Trained,
Center.
you see the
You went
redhead? I
missing.
trained him.
See, you went
Good night.
missing. I
Thank you,
forgot who
Harry.
you look. What you
Those
look
are
like. You know. I
It's
know.
gone grey.
Leave him alone.
All right, everybody's
He's
out here
traumatized.
collecting numbers.
Pointed a railgun at
Would you like
me
to talk to
in
us?
the military.
Huh? Oh,
That'd be assaulting me.
you don't wanna.
I want your number.
Was that
Cutie.
also when
Thanks, man.
that Crandy guy was a captain? Back
was?
way back when. The person who he looked
Yeah.
rough. He had blonde hair. What his name was.
There's been a lot of captains I've seen, man. I've seen
Yo,
people you
he's-
would probably a fetus that were
100%.
director and
I don't
captain.
know who,
I've been
I don't know
here
who I
way
just said my
back
number
when.
to be honest. But
Were you back here when Mr. What's his name?
Not
Mr.
him,
Pigeon was the
but I
director.
will
The bald
say-
fella, Holloway.
Sorry.
Bald
I need
fella,
your
yeah, bald
Holloway?
fella.
Do you remember Holloway?
Yeah, I remember Holloway.
I tripped over
Yeah, I
my
remember
own feet.
Drew.
I
I
You were
pulled you
around
both for
then?
once.
Drew, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Eduardo Miguel.
No, he wasn't.
She's in
You
jail.
were around.
Yeah,
the Drew
don't
Bear.
talk in the line, Eduardo. No
I
talking in the
was, he
line.
wasn't.
You're getting called out. You're getting called out.
It is
You got
too
my-
free.
they
Listen,
fighting.
I
They
was staff
fighting.
sergeant like 5 years ago.
And then
brother.
I came back for like show up. I was an ATF, actually the fucking police.
I was staff sergeant, leader of state troopers, leader of air.
And then- and
I
then-
raised detective.
See, I
I
knew
raised
you guys were
detective
gonna
to
get
a
married.
fucking bar, and then it collapsed.
not married.
Yeah, I was detective
You
3
were
as
one of my
well, like 5
detectives.
years
You were
ago.
one of my detectives.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, and then I gave it away, and it went to shit.
Yep.
Well, why'd you give it
Yeah,
away?
how are you
retired. I
anyway?
retired, bro. My PD days are long gone.
Anyone know where Seth is?
I'm good. I'm good. Just retired, you know, and just well, now I'm retired and out of retirement, and I'm in a fucking courthouse now.
Fair enough.
Man, can't rest.
Get your number.
You're looking very good for someone
I wanna-
who's been tortured with an injury.
Literally, that's what I said. I
Yeah.
just
You
recognize
look literally
him.
good
He
for
looks
someone
simply
missing an eye.
different.
Yeah, so you.
Uh-huh.
I know where my eye went.
I know where mine went too.
I have a vivid,
Does he know
very
what happened
vivid
to that
memory.
eye hole of yours, Harry?
Are
Does
we
he know what
comparing
happened?
missing eyes?
What do you mean? What does
Oh,
he know
wait.
what
Why
happened?
does this guy have a missing eye? What the fuck?
Oh wait. Okay, on a real
Some
note, I
French
have a
fuck
message to
caused
give
me
to you
lose
by
my
some
eye.
crazy redhead bitch.
Oh God. Oh no! You said red hair. Oh God,
Harry,
no.
Harry,
what's
how's
your eye
detective
band?
doing? Oh right, never
How's
mind.
detective doing?
I got
How's
rid of it.
detective doing after I, was not chosen for that position at all?
I got rid of it.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, Harry, can
Actually-
I get my position back, staff sergeant? I'll do better job than then.
Staff sergeant, that hasn't been a rank in years.
Yeah, bro. Like 5 years.
God damn, that's back to the old
You need to
days,
go
bro.
back through training.
How long?
I'm
Like,
trying to get Domino's pizza real
6,
quick.
7
If you guys
years?
get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been a while.
Larry, did you just?
Nope. Nope.
Larry.
No, shut up.
Larry,
Shut up.
honestly.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Brain rot.
Murphy, do you want to get Domino's pizza?
Vote for me because I'm cool.
I don't want pizza.
He's
I
not
don't
cool,
Is
want-
guys.
that
Don't
guy
trust
from
him. He's
Domino's
not
ever
cool.
arrived with that pizza?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He never delivered my pizza.
You lot
Motherfucker.
should be fucking grateful. This day's cost me 65k in food, you greedy fucks.
This debate
I'm
cost me
very
around
hungry. I've
6,
read it
7
in
years
you.
of my life.
If you were meant to become a chief detective, what happened?
Okay, Larry.
I was a
you're-
chief
you're
detective.
off.
Shut
He got pulled
Oh,
over in
that's
Toledo,
what
felony
happened.
speeding,
I
and then
see.
just derailed.
He did actually.
Didn't you get fired as well?
I see
And
what
how
happened.
about we just tell everyone about how for the 6 months you fucked off and disappeared and left me to run the detective division on my own, and then took my
Hey,
rank
shit happened,
away.
bro. Shit
you
happened.
squealy little bitch.
Yeah, but who did
Sorry,
he give it
sorry,
to?
mate. There was a better
He
person
gave it to
candidate
this
than you.
creasepole that got on his knees under his desk and fucking gave
There was a
him
better
one
candidate.
thing.
There was a better candidate at the time.
Hey man.
Hey,
You
I
mentioned
guess
that. I did
on
that
my
for
own
9 months
Hey,
straight.
listen. Who
You
made it
shot
to
some
commissioner?
bitch in
Not
the
you.
face with a shotgun.
God damn,
Harry.
Harry.
I think.
Funny you
How do I
mentioned
know
that.
I was
Harry can say
there?
anything now. He's only
Straight,
commissioner.
I got fucked in
You
the
think
back.
I don't read the IA report?
God,
You got
I missed
suspended?
Murphy.
When was this?
Brother, you shot Becky, the old bitch, in the face.
Oh my God.
God
Before-
damn.
That's what happened to Becky.
I was a deputy.
What the fuck is
That's
Becky?
before I was a detective. That's before you hired me.
Yeah, and then the mistake started there.
That happened before you
don't
hired me.
remember.
A whole lot of
Yo,
Wait,
fuck,
was he a
Will.
bit- was he a bit
Listen,
wider?
There was better detectives than you. Is all I gotta say.
Damn.
Are you okay?
Hey Seth. A
Damn.
better detective than you was found.
Seth?
Harry,
Loki just bitched you.
Even I was better detective than Seth, bro.
You reached what was it? You got detective 3.
You're stepping too far forward, Eduardo.
What do you mean, bro?
What are you looking at me like? You're looking at me real tense right now. Why are you looking at me so tense, boy?
Eduardo, you're too busy figuring out Grom's coming down.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh.
All right. All right. You want to do this, huh?
Oh shit.
You want to do this, Seth?
Children, patted in.
Okay, back to what I was supposed to hand you, Harry. What's your IBAN real quick so I can give it to you?
Okay. Oh, whoa, fuck.
I was
Oh,
supposed to give
Jesus.
an item to you. What's your IBAN real quick?
Fucking sit down, you little boy.
Coming for you, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Seth just abused
How
it.
much money did this guy spend on these fucking kits?
You do not want to know,
Oh my God! Help! Thank you, Jesus, man. Hold him back! Hold me 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 back! I'll fuck him up!
What the fuck did I do?
Ow!
Do you want some bandages?
I wouldn't mind. All right. This guy.
Oh, okay. All right, Seth.
Fucking
Now
asking
you're
for it
fucked.
now.
Right,
He's
Seth,
obsessed.
Now
He's this is why he never got any higher ranking
Let's not make
detective.
it too crazy.
Oh,
He was always
Just give me a
a
heads up, by the way.
crybaby.
Oh, damn.
he did get higher.
I'll give you a
He
little
was
secret. If you press the
captain.
red button on his
he
arm,
just-
it'll just drop off.
Oh, my God.
Beat the shit out of your own employee.
I can answer you thoroughly.
Okay.
Seth, this is exactly why you never got a command position.
That was command.
This is the police department. Stop fighting.
Bitch. That's why did Detective crumble to dust? Yeah, I wonder.
This is for not paying me a year ago.
Fox.
No, it was before Fox.
Before that?
It was Joshua. It was Joshua.
Oh, gosh, that guy was crazy, bro.
That's what. Listen, I have now released my grudge against you.
The fuck away from me.
Your grudge.
You wanna fucking
Sorry, Harry.
You wanna start again? Oh, Harry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you motherfucker.
What is this? What is this? You pinned me against a wall like a little bitch.
Get the fuck on the fucking floor, you fucking
Oh
prick!
my god. Oh my god.
You
Oh my
never
God.
deserve Chief Detective!
John, do you need to go see the psychiatrist again about
Not
your
again,
trauma?
not again, nope.
Okay. Give me room.
Wait, what?
Right. Right. Let's get going. I think it's time we head out before he fucking chases us down. Oh my God. Oh my God, that actually finished. I was gonna do a little bit of French, but it's late. Oh my God, that finished late. We might have to do it tomorrow. Holy shit. What a fucking speech. Well, that all happened. But yeah, whenever we're gonna be streaming as Murphy now, it's gonna be court. Oh, skateboard. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Judge RP with oh fuck me. Less than 2 hours? Yeah. Okay, let's get our car out. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it there probably today. That was a long fucking thing that happened today. That was a long speed. I didn't think that was gonna. That was nearly 4 hours. What the fuck, bro? That was too long. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. That was way longer than I expected. But yeah, I think we'll end there. We might raid somebody. That was fucking crazy. Murphy don't have that stamina at the moment. He needs to get the stamina up. Right, it was good though. It was good. It was good. All right, let's see. Let's see, who can we raid then? Because I have a few different things I need to do. Who can we raid? Yeah, the spear's cool. It's the first time an event happened there, so. Let's punch into another stream. When is voting? Voting is next week. Tomorrow we'll play French, that's for sure. Let's see, who can we raid? Who's raidable right now? Let's raid someone. We're gonna raid somebody. Mark, Mako. that's probably gonna end. We'll raid Tommy. I think we haven't raided Tommy. We're gonna raid Tommy. Right, everybody have a wonderful night. We're raiding Tommy. I'm gonna pause the timer. Yeah, that was just to we brought back Murphy. Tomorrow we'll be playing Murphy. Not Murphy tomorrow. We'll be playing Frenchie tomorrow. We'll play Murphy again, probably with the DOJ stuff. When there's court stuff, we'll probably play him. So that's how that's how that's gonna go. So chat, you all have a wonderful evening. Take care and be French. Bye bye.